There's a big fat one, a skinny one, and a medium-sized one. I love Formula Drift.
No stranger to drifting, no stranger to competition.
That guy stole my freaking ratchet wrench. I see that. That's mine.
He rejects your reality and inserted his own.
This is a stimulator, right?
Pilot.
The pole petition.
Matt Shulman still on top with the 69.
Gotcha. Grip this.
Gentlemen, I declare malarkey.
Straight killing the game, making fools miss.
This is a horrible experiment. Times.
What was that?
V8 Honda motors.
Oh, yeah.
The K series, I showed us the
Yes,
last
last
week.
time on the episode. Yes.
Last episode.
It's a lot of. I didn't know. I didn't see the episode.
Well,
Well,
neither did I.
Nor did anybody.
thank you, Paul, for your.
Continued support.
Yes, exactly. Even when you're off the air.
Even
Yeah,
when I'm
thank you
off
for
there.
supporting the channel.
Yeah, by not showing up,
But not showing up and not watching.
not watching.
Are you okay now, though? Are you well?
I'm well.
You are well?
I am well. Well, I was well until this week.
What?
Well, there's a bunch of issues with work.
Oh, that's right.
Physically
Stupid.
well, just not mentally well.
Just mentally,
Yes,
mentally
yes.
unwell, physically okay. Mm-hmm. Spiritually.
One of the things I wanted to get, get right off the bat, because we got a couple of things to talk about and we don't have a lot of time, is just a couple of corrections from the last episode. And yeah, well,
we gotta.
yeah, I
We
realized,
gotta fact check.
yeah, a little
We
bit.
got fact check ourselves.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
I had a couple of,
Flubs.
yeah, not only I had a couple of flubs, but I had a couple of comments from the Holy One, even though like we did mention how James
Wait.
Dean was the number one.
The kid with the facts.
Yeah, the kid with the information.
Kid
Yeah,
with the
That's the
information.
kid with the information.
Yeah, we
He doesn't look like a kid.
yeah, so there was that. And then looking back at the episode, the previous one, I realized how I was, how can I say this? Just like looking back at the hot pit event, how hyper focused I was, that when Tim was asking me certain things, I was just like, did that really happen? Am I sure? Because you were asking me like, who was like, oh, was this person there? Did I get to talk to him? And I was just thinking back at the time when you were asking me, and looking back at the episode, I was like, wait a minute, I don't remember if that person was there
Because
or
you
not.
had sleep deprivation, Ben.
Yeah, true.
What happened?
Well, just go on. Just keep on. We'll talk about it in a second. But go
Yeah.
ahead. So you had to make your corrections, and
Yeah.
then I'll tell you what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I'll give you a quick summary.
But yeah, like for instance, at first it was I said that Tim asked me if Blaze Potts was there, and I said I don't know, I don't think so. But then like a couple of moments afterwards, I mentioned how Blaze Potts was there and had an issue with his car that ended up blowing up and all that. So there's that. The other issue, other correction was when we were talking about County Line, and we mentioned Sean Love going off the track.
Yeah.
And it could have been an issue with that. He suffered a sleep deprivation or something like that. But in fact, it wasn't. It was his was it again the steering stoppers or
okay.
something? Yeah. He's told it about us before, but I don't understand like how I forgot about it. And at the same time, and that was
steering rack spacers or something.
yeah. And I remember just at the time I don't know why his name popped out, but I was thinking about somebody else. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which again, I don't even know what the heck was going wrong with me, but I'm even surprised we even got to that episode.
Yeah.
So maybe it was that Paul wasn't here
Yeah.
to just kind of
Your operating system was malfunctioning.
yeah, exactly.
So to give you a quick summary of Ben's trip to Hot Pit, is he took a afternoon flight thinking he would do the red eye and get there by 12 midnight, then pick up a rental car, drive to the hotel, probably planning initially to get to the hotel around 1 o'clock, get like 6 hours, 7 hours of sleep, then go to the event the next day. Well, it took him longer to pick up his car than he thought. He probably didn't go to sleep till like 3 or 4 o'clock, and then you got what, up at 8 o'clock?
around 9.
Around 9 o'clock. Then he goes to Hot Pit all day. And does he go back to the hotel and go sleep? No, because now they take a flight in the afternoon to Albuquerque to go see Meowcat store or whatever. So then they go over there and land, and then they have to drive, what, an hour and a half to your hotel?
Yes.
Meanwhile, like on no sleep, right? They didn't sleep on the plane there, right? Because he's too excited. He couldn't sleep. And then he goes to Meowcat, too excited. And then basically you went probably, 3 days with maybe 7 hours of sleep, 8 hours of sleep?
Yeah.
Isn't sleepy charges? You know.
Well, he didn't have a charging port.
He probably
He had
didn't
to
have a
keep moving around.
supercharger. He needed a
You
supercharger.
need to get him some solar panels,
yeah,
like a
it's-
windmill.
Yeah, that
both.
could work. Yeah,
In
I think
conjunction.
that's what it was. Is that I was going through a period of sleep deprivation, and it just reminded me of Sean Love going through his
Just
bouts
random
of-
highlights from his life were just
Yes,
popping in.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that was just some crazy stuff.
That's interesting. I missed it. I missed quite the show then.
Yeah.
I would have fell asleep anyways because I was sleep deprived as well. So I was gonna be. Yeah.
Well, we could have brought you over and just put you in your own little bubble.
I could have been like this with a little bubble.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, right. Like Texas.
Yeah.
That was funny. Anyways,
yeah.
so what you got?
I guess we could start off with USDC. They're having an event this weekend.
They are?
Yeah, and Pro-Am is happening. It takes place. But a little bit before USDC, Tim got an opportunity not only to go and check out Jackson Performance Shop, but also to check out the new Meta glasses that I've seen around in social medias of people utilizing it. Tim was like, oh, I'll pick up some of these. And Tim, how was that? How did that work out for you?
I thought they worked pretty well. I think we have to figure out the signal or why it probably breaks off. It's probably breaking because of the signal on my phone. But anytime that it would, the connection would kind of interrupt, I would get an alert on the Meta glasses saying that there are too many devices connected to your phone. Disconnect some devices. But at that time, I only had my glasses on and my phone on. So I don't know if that's what it tells you when you're having a poor signal. But whatever. I think using them is extremely easy. I've learned where to kind of keep my focus on because the primary camera is on the left side. So if you're holding something dead center your face, it's going to look offset to the right
Yeah.
when you're watching a video. So you just got, if you're going to put something in front of the screen you want people to see, you got to use your left hand or be on your left side. I was trying to keep track of the chat if there was anybody. Noel was in the chat, so I was trying to keep track of the chat or any questions that were in there while we were talking. So you'll see me looking at my phone quite a bit. But the ease of use is great because you basically open up Instagram and all you do is just double tap the glasses and it transfers the camera right away. So it's pretty easy. Very user friendly.
How was the battery life?
I did about an hour live stream and I was at 100%. And when I was done, I was at like 17% or 15%. So I think that's pretty good for an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, the battery's in. I think it's in a nose piece. I don't know because when
The batteries are got to be in the.
when you charge it, the connection that charges it is on the nose piece.
Yeah, but doesn't mean that's.
Right. Well, whatever. But
I
yeah,
think the batteries are on the side here.
most likely. But I think they're great. Like when you're listening to music or where you're watching videos, you don't really hear, or nobody else can really hear what you're hearing. It almost sounds like somebody's talking to you. Like is that God? Who is that? Because it's you don't have anything in your ears. Nobody else can hear anything. It's like you're hearing voices in your head. So it's a kind of
That is a weird thing
interesting-
because I did try them and he was listening to something. As soon as you put them on, you could hear it, but you couldn't hear it any other way.
Right. I mean, if you turn up loud, I'm sure somebody else can hear them if it's quiet. But if you have it on low volume, and it just sounds like you got voices in your head, just pretty cool. I wish you could have where the LED doesn't flash and show people you're recording. So
Why
you could do
is
like
that?
spy footage.
Oh,
like,
gosh.
But
No wonder Chris Jackson was freaking out.
yeah, because it's just constantly flashing. Now it has an LED on the outside, but it also has an LED on the inside, so you can see if you're recording or not. I think the audio is pretty good, considering Chris wasn't like right in front of me.
Yeah.
I think the audio picks up pretty well I use them when I'm at work and I have them on. If somebody calls me, I can talk, and it's really cool, hands free. And after a while, with the Bluetooth or the different earbuds and earpieces, it kind of bugs me after a while. Like my ear gets itchy, you got to pull them out or whatever because you're trying to wear them all day. So it's actually really comfortable. So I definitely would highly recommend him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was your overall impression of Jackson's shop? Like how that interview go with you?
I liked it because I think wearing the glasses made it a little more natural,
Okay.
right? When you have a camera on you, you kind of know there's a camera on you, or if somebody's holding the camera facing you, right?
Yeah.
When you have the glasses, I mean, I guess it's flashing and maybe distracting for a little bit, but I think after a while we were talking, you could see if you watch it, like you know, we're goofing around just like we would if I wasn't recording. I think it comes across a lot more natural.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was fine. I mean, Jackson Shop. It's a wreck.
Yeah.
But he had a lot of stuff too. Like he said, he goes, I got a lot of deliveries in this week. So he had boxes everywhere. If you see the video,
Oh,
I
really?
walk in, there's boxes everywhere.
Yeah.
And I wasn't allowed to look at his car.
Yeah. What was the deal with that?
He said he's waiting for he's taking it to SEMA, and he said it should be running by SEMA, but he's got a lot of work to do inside there. But he did get it wrapped.
Okay.
I mean, it looks good. I like the color scheme. I'm glad he stuck with the black and yellow. That's kind of his trademark. I think me and him are the only ones that stuck with that. Well, no, Brandon did, but his is more silver and black than yellow and black. But whatever. I think actually it's about the same. But it looks good. I think it looks good. I think he did a good job on it. It's going to be interesting to see if he gets it done. But he's got a lot of money. The Winter's Quick Change. He's got the.
And then
he's got a lot in there, man. A lot. He's doing a meth injection.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He wants more power.
yeah. He wants more.
He's making
He's
like
running
680.
295s in the rear.
295.
295s in the rear is what he's gonna be running. Yeah.
Well, don't spoil everything for him.
Well, it's not. What's the tire choice? I mean, whatever. But anyhow, he's gonna do a reveal. I think with the next month or so,
Okay.
and I'm sure he's excited about that.
Okay.
And he actually had Lewis Lawns' I don't know if you saw in the
Yeah,
video.
the race car.
Yeah, Lewis Lawns' race car was in the back there.
Oh, really?
Getting done. Yeah.
Oh.
So I was able to walk around. I mean, it's bare, like just nothing but a cage and a steering column, pretty much.
So what's the deal with that? Is that like a backup car or?
Wait, you had another car?
Yeah.
Why?
Selling a lot of steering tie run-ins.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got another car. You got another
tie
car.
run-ins.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Who'd have thunk?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe I could sell, rubber boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Sarah's car was there,
Okay.
and they've been having problems with the car. They said it's breaking up a little bit, but it looks good. You know, she got power, more power than Gabby.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think Gabby's dynoed his car.
Yeah.
Does it matter?
Does it? Well.
I mean, who would want to accept his car in the dyno with all the noisy?
Oh
that it
yeah,
makes?
that thing is. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
There's that.
You'd have to get a permit.
Yeah, a noise ordinance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But going back to the general sort of list of events that's taking place, Chelsea Enough is also hosting a drift clinic for anybody that's interested in.
And it's free, right?
I don't know.
I don't think it's free. I don't know.
It's not free.
I'm
I don't
not
know,
sure.
but it's going to be I think on Friday night,
Yeah.
and it's going to
Tonight.
be tonight actually right now.
Yeah.
It's probably
Everybody's
going on
watching
right
that.
Yeah.
Right
And
Well,
for many,
it's not live stream. It's
Oh,
live
it's not?
only. Live only.
no, yeah, it's in person
person
only.
only.
But anybody also, I think you may not know this, but somebody else that we know is also hosting another clinic of their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Holy One himself is actually hosting a judge clinic.
Oh, really?
So if anybody's interested
What?
in,
He's joking. He can't keep a straight face.
He's joking. You're joking.
No, he's not.
I don't think he's joking.
if anybody's looking to up their judging game and increase their judging abilities, Noel the Holy One is also.
Wait, hold on a second. Where's this class taking place? What time?
It's taking place right alongside Chelsea Nofa's drift clinic.
So next room over?
So Chelsea's, just imagine Chelsea's class is in room 101. Noel's in room 102. It's right right alongside it. So anybody that's interested in judging an event that's perhaps having some difficulties, some trouble with some decisions, and figuring out the protests, how to deal with that.
Oh, wow.
Noel the Holy One is actually hosting a judging clinic to help those in need.
Are you
crazy.
serious? You're
why?
serious, aren't you? I don't know. I can't tell.
Can't tell if he's serious, but
Can't tell
if
if
he
he's
is, what man? I totally wanted to be there.
Yeah, I mean, I missed that one.
Yeah, I know. We all did.
If I,
You're serious.
Well, if you want to know for sure
So
enough,
they should, the FD judges, all the judges from around the country should go, and they should be in on that.
I mean, yes. Why not take the opportunity to learn from the Holy One himself and get a confession
Man.
while they're at it too?
I wish I could have gone. I would have been the heckler, the perfect heckler.
That can't be real. I gotta look that up.
Anybody interested? Feel free to reach out to the what's his Instagram handle? I keep forgetting.
Holy
Holy
Noli.
Noli.
He's got a couple.
Yeah, he
Got
does
that,
have a couple.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, I call them the magicians. Yeah, up to their parlor tricks. But
That's funny.
Holy guacamole.
Holy guacamole. That's one of them. We got two of them.
that's one of many.
Is that what the sleight of hand thing
Yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah.
Is that what? No.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I know that's him, but I'm
No,
looking
that's
for
not
the
the
class.
No, looking for the glass. it's he pays you to attend the class. He pays you to attend the class. You get a voluntary free set of a gift card for a sports grill. 6 wings on him.
All right, Tim, you can stop. It was a joke. It was a joke. All right.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Although it's another business venture for the Holy One. I mean,
telling
remember, judge, notary,
Lawyer.
lawyer,
Yeah, lawyer.
pastor.
Yeah, pastor.
Bass artist.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the bass guitars. Yeah.
He's a bass slapper.
Like Flea.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And now he's a teacher.
So he's world class musician, world famous drift attorney,
Instructor.
instructor,
instructor. Yeah.
judge, jury, and what is it? Judge, jury. There's another word.
Executioner.
Executioner.
Is he executioner? I
Yeah,
don't know
he
about that.
executes his authority. Authority.
Okay.
So there's that going on, and then
Well,
Taxi Garage.
Chelsea's thing's got to be pretty cool because I mean,
been to one of
I
them.
attended some of his, and you had to pay for it. So I don't know if you're paying for this one, but I would definitely attend that if I was trying to be competitive because he's definitely got a lot of wealth of knowledge. And then I saw when he said when he made a little post on Instagram about it, or like a story. And he said like one of his things this year was to help out the South Florida drifting, or not South Florida, but Florida drifting community. So this is one of the things he's kind of like doing to help them out. So
Hopefully they listen.
Yeah, hopefully you do.
never know.
We'll see. But Taxi Garage, they're having their own series as well.
I saw it.
The Formula CC kart
Crazy
competition, Crazy Kart,
Hmm.
and that's happening after the seating bracket competition.
Right. So they're doing a seating bracket tomorrow, and then they're having. Chris said because they can't have the music blasting in the background because of the live stream on YouTube, and they don't want the the music rights going onto the YouTube while the live stream's going. They're going to start up the DJs right after the event and the live stream ends. So tomorrow night will be camping out, party time.
Only 40% chance of rain there
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
all day.
Oh, they have some bad luck with the weather. Every year, though.
40% chance of rain all day.
Well, it's a season.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the season.
So I saw somebody post a topic about doing, and I think it was Ryan, about doing a series off season. I've been saying that for a long time.
Ryan.
But
Ryan
what?
Acevedo or something. I think it was on his podcast.
But what is considered off season?
From November to April.
Off season
Okay.
is when FD stops and before it starts. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
that's
Which
off
are
season.
usually the best months to do it in Florida because
Yeah.
it's cooler and drier. You don't get the rain. It's like the best time to do it. So I don't. And I think this is when we did our King County lines. Well, we did our.
We just
events
did
all
whatever
over.
happened.
Yeah, we did whatever we
Okay.
could. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes this weekend. Hopefully, they don't get rain. Now there's no hurricane in the forecast, so that's good.
Yeah.
because they've had that before in the past.
Yeah.
But I'd asked them actually about the drone footage, if they can run a drone higher, because it's hard to the vantage point to see where the cars are in the outer zones and how deep they're in the outer zones. But he said he only has a permit to go fly so high.
Replay expert. You got to add that to there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, replay.
knows the list
equipment
of,
replay machine operator.
Yes.
Yeah, certified replay machine operator.
You forgot to add that to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, he's gonna have a long business card. He's gonna have a flyer. He just have to have a flyer. Here's my flyer.
His business card. He pulls it off like a roll.
It's a little like a scroll. Break the seal. You can write on roll toilet paper.
That's too much.
Wow.
Yeah, that's.
Well, anyhow, that's going on, and that is round 2, 3, 3, 2, 2.
I forgot.
Yeah.
That's
I think it's round 3, isn't it?
Good question. I don't know why I don't
Does it
know
say?
this. It is turn 17 crazy car competition. Yeah, does it say?
Doesn't say it at all. The website
2
can
full
say it.
days, 1 for comp, 1 turn 17. Huh. Actually, I don't think it does say it on the flyer.
What?
What round this is. Comp, it just says,
I think it's round 2.
I think it's round 2 also.
Yeah, it's
the
round
first
2.
round was on.
It's round 2.
Yeah, first round was
The Citrus County
Citrus
Speedway.
County, right? It's just already so late in the year. I was just thinking they would have had this would have been the third one by now,
Oh yeah.
but I guess it's not.
I thought they were going to do what they did last time, where they had round 2 and 3 on the same weekend.
Yeah,
Well, I think
yeah, that's what. Maybe
know what
that's
I
why
mean?
I was thinking. Yeah, they did that last. I think that was last year, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Now they're going to Orlando next. He did say he's talking to the owners of Leadfoot City for next.
Oh, you
for-
want to talk about that?
for next year? Yeah.
Okay.
So, he said he had a phone meeting, or he's talked to him already, and they're talking about next season for bringing the Pro-Am, one round of the Pro-Am drift over to Leadfoot City.
Okay.
And I think that guy just posted up an update. Now, is it going? Now, Chris said it's going to be a road course that they can drift on. I
No,
thought
it's
I
a
was
big
told it was
skid
going to be a
pad.
big skid pad.
Yeah, it's a big skid pad.
Yeah, Chris said no. They're going to have a road course.
It'd be great if they had a road course.
I think it'd be awesome if they had a road course, at least a section, because we talked about that with the skid pad at County Line. If they had ever paved anything, that we would utilize the skid pad as the end
So we
of
can
a course,
change it
but
up.
have like one.
It's
or
actually
two-
like, you know what's that was exactly like that is the back section of
Sebring, right? You
Yeah,
have
you have,
2 turns that are on a course, and then it turns into a skid pad.
Yeah, it turns into a
that
skid
way you
pad
can kind of change up the end a little bit,
if you wanted. Yeah,
right?
that would be great. No, I think so. I think that would definitely be cool if they did something like that. A giant skid pad. I mean, we already have a giant skid pad with OSW, so I don't know
Yeah.
why we would need 2 giant skid pads or a bigger skid pad.
Right.
I mean, who wouldn't want skid pads? Skid pads are fun.
No,
I mean,
I mean,
if that's all you got, you
all you
make
got,
use of it.
yeah.
But if you had to choose between 2, road course by far. I think a road course is better for the drivers to learn because it's more
Limits you.
confined space. You know, you don't just have
Free-
50 feet of cone
That's
to cone
what I don't
to
like
make
about
up your own line.
OSW is like when you drive with people on OSW, it's like this guy's running a line over here, this guy's like real tight, and it's like there's 30 feet to play with, and you don't have like that's probably more than 30 feet. It's probably like 50 feet, 50 feet to play with. It would do whatever line you want.
And they do that because they don't want to pick up cones all night, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because if they made it tighter, people would be knocking cones
it'd be
all
constant.
over.
Yeah,
But if you have a road course,
there already is a lot of cones being knocked
yeah,
down.
they're still people are still hitting cones. But if you have a road course, it makes
just call it the grass.
I think it makes the drivers better, and it also you eat the grass, but it doesn't matter.
I just hope they don't make, or they could just do something with the spectator. I mean, they keep that in mind when they're setting up the track because, for instance, PBIR had an issue where the road course was great, wonderful to drive on, but as a spectator, it was just such a pita. Just being able to spectate because
Yeah.
you couldn't get a good view of the whole course, of the whole layout.
Yeah, it's very hard to make a road course with a good view.
Right, you need to be able to play in it to have bleachers in an exciting area and easily accessible for the majority of the
I
crowd to
think
get
if
to.
there's anyone that's got a good view
Outside of an oval,
well, an oval.
just Road Atlanta.
Road Atlanta, just that one section right there. Yeah, I guess. But I'm talking about like a full road course. I mean, it's not many full road course have good views. I would say actually, how they set up Formula One was actually pretty good.
Oh, which track?
Formula One here.
Miami.
Oh, Miami. Okay.
Like there's grandstands around every turn. So I mean, you don't get to see the whole track though. I mean, you're never going to see the whole track. So I don't know. It's just, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah. But let me go ahead and cue this up so that way people can get a sense of what we're talking about with this.
You guys already know we're building the biggest pad in the South, but just so you know, this ain't your typical oval track or just some big pad. We're actually going to have a long, high-speed entry into this mega pad, as well as something a little more top secret. We know you guys would like to have a dedicated
Wonder what top
track,
secret.
so think about this. Drifting in the city of Leadfoot on a track. Drifting in the city of Leadfoot on a track.
You know what I think this is?
More details.
Remember how you wanted to build a castle on the skid pad?
Oh,
I think
yeah.
they're building a city
Yeah.
in the skid pad.
Well, it kind of reminds me of the Drift Mansion, where it's a track around a mansion.
Yeah.
So,
So what do you think he meant by that last little tidbit?
Maybe they're gonna do like a promote because it's near Tampa, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe they're gonna do like a promotion drift event downtown Tampa.
I didn't get that from that at all.
What
So what'd you get from
what
that,
would be a
Paul?
city of?
Play it again.
Unless they're gonna have. Well, yeah, what would be the city of Leadfoot?
Well, the place is
to come soon. Head over to
Place is
leadfootcity.com.
called
Comment
Leadfoot
below.
City.
Yeah,
Tell
I
us
got
your
that.
thoughts.
The
Yeah.
city of Leadfoot. I mean, okay, so
Florida's drifting is changing
Define a
forever.
city.
You guys
They
already
have
know
condos
we're building
there?
the biggest pad in
Possibly.
the South.
Like-
But just
like
so you
restaurants
know,
and-
this ain't your typical oval track or just something.
maybe they're gonna
We're
have,
actually
like,
gonna have
a
long,
bunch of restaurants and
high-speed
stuff.
entry into this
Maybe.
mega pad, as well as something a little more top secret. We know you guys would like to have a dedicated track, so think about this: drifting in the city of Leadfoot on a track. Drifting in the city of Leadfoot on a track.
drifting in the city of
Details to
Leadfoot
come
on the
soon.
track. I don't
does that even grammar like
drifting. Okay, in a city of
On a track.
of Leadfoot on a track.
Well, we'll have to wait until we get.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
This guy speaks in
Well,
riddles.
maybe
yeah.
but it's intentional. He doesn't want to reveal everything, so he wants to make sure that all the secrets are held close to the chest, and then when they
This is gonna
have
be like
something to
Scooby
announce,
Doo, and we're gonna take his mask off, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be Chris. Oh, here's me, guys.
yeah, and that's when he reveals the car.
How long? When is this set to open?
They didn't say. I don't know when, but no, as far as I don't know, there's no ETA.
They've been closed for over a year now.
Oh, really?
Oh, so it's been.
Yeah, because they used to throw like drift or not drift events, but just burnout contests, and then they closed down.
Leadfoot
Yeah,
City was
yeah.
same place, same.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
It was
wow.
it was like an old barn that they were selling food and stuff like that. And
Oh,
throw
never
a
really
little-
checked it out.
It was like car shows and everything. It was just like a car event, where
Like
they
an
were
expo
doing-
center.
Yeah, like an expo center.
Oh,
And they were just throwing. They were doing burnouts there.
See, that's where you kind of went wrong. You were saying they should have a track with an expo center. He's having an expo center with a track.
Maybe that's what
Yeah,
you mean.
maybe
That
that's
makes a
how
lot
they-
more sense.
Yeah, it does make a lot more sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that's what he has, because that's what makes it sustainable for him. Is because any Joe Schmo can go there and it's got. I think he had like a restaurant or something like that there. So it's like you can go get a drink, you can go kind of just hang out. It's the place to hang out.
Okay.
And then there was also people doing burnouts. Yeah. Woo, wee.
Actually, I learned a new saying today watching a show.
Oh, there's a lot of new sayings.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah.
I was born on the side of a mountain.
Born on the side.
Born
of
on a mountainside. I was born on a mountainside.
mountainside.
Apparently, it's what you say when you experience something amazing for you that you wouldn't have normally seen
Okay.
it where you're from.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And where'd you learn this? Where you hear
So
this?
me and my daughter have been watching this old show called Prison Break.
Oh yes.
So Teabag.
Okay.
He's
Well,
from
it's been a
Alabama.
long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, but the country guy, the serial killer guy.
Okay.
He like that guy is a great actor. Like he made that part. We're like on the 4th season, and he takes a picture of this girl, and she's like, "Just hold the camera." He's like, "Girl, I was born on the mountainside." And we're like, me and my daughter, are like, what does that mean? We looked it up.
Have you ever heard Colder Than a Witch's Tit?
No, I haven't heard that one.
Language.
Ooh, okay.
Witch's Teat.
Which seat? Okay. Anyway, sorry
Colder
about
Than a
that.
Witch's Teat.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, it was weird. Whatchamacallit. Okay, so another thing that popped up that I thought it was interesting is that I hope I'm saying the name correctly. Will Poussaint. He made a post not too long ago about an issue that he had with media, and it sort of just it kind of makes me think about like the whole landscape of the whole drifting community, how things are sort of changing, and how people are just either there's some changes that are for the good and some for the bad, and it's just kind of just I don't know, kind of strange. But let me just go ahead and cue this up so that other people can go ahead and check it out and see exactly what is going on.
Slide Through News. I'm Will Poussaint, the host of this channel, and I'm coming through with the public service announcement. It's been brought to my attention that some filmers do not like what I do, and they don't want me to promote their stuff or the drivers on my page, and I understand that. But however, in the eyes of what I'm trying to do is grow the drifting community. I don't get paid to do any of this. I do it out of the kindness of my heart and the love and the passion for drifting that I have. I've been driving for over 12 years. I've had a 240 over 15 years. So I've been in this scene for a long time now. And I think it's BS when a filmer won't allow a clip of theirs to show up on my channel for 30 seconds. I don't understand the problem. I want this video to go viral, or I want this video to get views so that way the filmers can tell me down in the comments that they don't want their stuff to be used, and I will never use those filmers on my channel again. All I'm trying to do is promote drifting. I want the drifting community to grow, and this is becoming a lot like skateboarding, where you have all these cliques and you want people to use your stuff and you don't want them to use your stuff. They want to use your car and they want to get footage out of your car, but you don't see these filmers coming and paying you for using your car. We put hard work into our cars, our time, it's our passion. Some drivers put upwards of $50,000 into their car in a span of their driving career. I'm not going to blast anybody. I'm not going to say names. But there's two filmers particular that this has happened with. One of them
how we would handle it.
contacted me and they saw my video and they didn't even watch it, the full video. They watched it on mute and they saw their clips in the background. After he wrote me a message, I wrote him and said, you didn't see that I verbally said your name in the video and I shouted you out. And once he saw that, he understood where I was coming from. And the only thing that he asked of me is if I got the tags right in the video, which is understandable, and to make sure to tag the drivers because it was also tagged in his post. So over the years, or over the last year that I've been doing this, I've been writing down everybody in each clip so that way I don't miss a tag ever again. Just recently, a guy came forward and said, wow, stealing content without permission. And all I did was shout him out with his name, tagged him in the post, and I shouted out Final Bout as well. What I don't understand is you want to get upset when I am using your clip when people have wrote to me and said, thank you. I found a lot of filmers from your channel. I found a lot of new drivers to follow from your channel.
Rudy.
I like what you're doing, and I like the positivity that you're spreading with the drifting community. We don't hit these filmers up and say, hey, we don't want you to shoot our cars unless you pay us for the media that you use. Because you know damn well some of these media people are getting paid for their videos on social media. I thought I was doing this person a favor. He only had 1,400 followers, so I'm sure he gained a couple followers from my channel to him, and I don't ask for anything in return. I do it all for the love. I want drifting to grow. I want this sport to become something bigger than what it is. I use videos from a lot of companies that have 1 million followers or 500,000 followers, or a new company that's just starting out. And every time that I've taken their content and promoted it on my channel, they've loved it. They said thank you. They appreciate it because I am spreading it to a different audience than what they could be reaching out to. Some followers that you have may not know of other people or other brands or stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm promoting people that don't have the spotlight or do have the spotlight. And I want drifting to grow. And if you agree with me, please comment down below. And if you disagree, please comment down below and let me know that I'm being a jackass. I just want to put my perspective out there. I don't get paid to do slide through news. I do it out of the kindness and, like I said, the love for the sport. I love drifting. I've been in the community for a long time now, and I'm a driver myself. So I do appreciate these media people spending their long hours out in the sun getting footage of all these cars. And I do understand that you do charge for these clips. However, if someone's trying to give you free promotion on a channel where other people are finding these people to follow you, I don't see a problem with that. And if you do, please let me know down below. So that way I could weed out the people, that includes drivers or filmers, that don't want to be featured on my channel. So that way I'll never use you guys again. That's totally fine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay with that. But if we're going to be all honest, like I said, how about we start charging all the media people for using our cars? Because you know damn well on a track day, tires are expensive, fuel is expensive. Us driving is tiring. We don't get to eat. So why don't you guys pay us to shoot our cars? And I know damn well not one driver has said that, because we appreciate all the media that go out there, from beginner media people all the way up to experts. There's Slavy Squat, Alex, and also Valters Bose and Grand Scheme Views. These are all big time filmers in the game. And I've used their media multiple times on the channel, and they have not once come at me the wrong way. They've all liked my posts. And if they didn't like me using their footage, they didn't complain about it.
You get the
Yeah,
idea.
actually,
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
What, the foot?
No. No.
No, absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous that
But
anybody
you
would.
could see that he's just trying to help, get everybody engaged with the different drifting outlets that there are. Like,
Yeah, I think
he's
it's a great
not.
idea
It
too.
sounds like he's got a very
Positive.
genuine
yeah.
idea with what he wants to do, and doesn't seem like a guy that's just trying to use your media to gain any followers or anything. If he's really just trying to share with his client, I guess his audience, what he can find around the scene, right?
I think that's a great idea, because I think a lot of people have attempted to get like a forum or drift spots or something where people can log on and find all the drifting events in their area. I think by doing the drift news, he can bring different drift events to people, show it, not only just talk about it or just show it to you where it is on a map, but actually be able to say, oh, in drift news. I don't think anybody's ever done like a drift news segment, really. I mean, you have podcasts that talk about events, but not dedicated to drift news, and that's what it seems like it is, pretty much, right?
They have, but just maybe not in the way or style that he's doing it.
Right.
or they haven't, or they have before, but they sort of fallen out.
Right.
And I mean, it's great that he's doing it, but yeah, I just don't understand, like, partially just sort of where some of the problems are from the media personnel themselves.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, man, it's my footage, bro. You owe me money, bro. But especially if he has some big name guys that are into it, and it's probably it's people that aren't that. I don't know, why would you even be like that?
I mean, what's the difference? It just seems like a
Free advertisement.
like a reaction video. I mean, what's basically
Yeah.
it's like,
Exactly,
That's
that's-
like people do reaction videos all the time.
Yeah, I think it's. I guess legally it sort of falls into like fair use because it's utilizing the content and they're not.
He's not like literally just putting the same content. Just
It's not
Putting it here.
it's not like it's copyrighted content either.
It's
well,
not
it
like
is.
he's sort of branding it as
Yeah.
his own. He's not trying to market it as that.
No,
he's
he's
trying
saying,
to.
"Hey,
He's not
this
trying
is
to make
this."
it seem like, oh, this is my content. This is what I'm putting out. This is my footage or anything like
Yeah.
that. No, he's giving accreditation, credits,
Right.
from the content that he he sourced it from.
yeah.
And sort of saying like, hey, look, if you want to get more information or look at more media footage, just go ahead and check out this person's channel. So I think he's doing and making the right steps in that regard. The
I
problem
think
is
it's
it's
good
just,
because if you follow him, right, it's kind of breaking the algorithm, right? It's he's actually feeding you different stuff that you may not get.
That's true.
Because Instagram is rewarding based on a whole different and feeding you stuff based on a whole different algorithm.
Yeah.
He's actually going to give you stuff that you probably would never see if you just follow him, right? Because he's looking around trying to grab things that are outside of what you would normally get. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a positive thing, and he seems like he's got a genuine care to kind of grow. Like the reason we started running drift events was a genuine care to grow the drift scene, right?
Right. To be a spot for people to come and learn, practice safely, and keep the sport going.
And then kind of like what Chelsea's doing right now with throwing a clinic.
Yeah.
Is
And Noel.
it's and Noel
Noel.
with his
Yeah.
judge clinic,
Yeah.
That one guy that's attending must be really like feel pretty special.
He's probably overwhelmed with all the information he's getting.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I think it's a great thing, and I saw that he shared our clip from our last episode.
Yeah.
I only wish it was one of our better episodes. I was like, man, that was a bit. It was me and Ben, but we've had some pretty funny episodes.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I
your
reached out-
PSA about fire.
Yeah, exactly. Ow, 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 that would have been a great one.
Yeah.
But the fact that he shared that, I messaged him on Instagram. I'm like, dude, thanks. Like, that's great. He said he wants to come on the show one time, so
Yeah.
maybe we can get that set up after we get back from LS Fest. But actually, this kind of segues into my topic.
Well, before you get into that, I just wanted to kind of like, because I think the problem is that we don't necessarily know why these media people are sort of so abrasive towards it. Because for all we know,
a little inside. You got a little insider trading information because you've been one of those guys in the media running around.
yeah.
What goes on?
The problem is, it's just some of them can. I think what it is perhaps is that they are so. They can be so protective over their content because they're reliant on it so much because they go through all the trouble to pay to get to some of these events and then pay to get into these events now. It's not like before where the majority of them was like, oh, you get free access because you're covering media. Now it's depending on the event, you either have to pay, I don't know, $25, $50, $75 just to get in. So obviously it becomes a somewhat of a financial burden just to be able to cover these events. So I can understand where some of the media guys can be highly protective over their footage and how it's put out there, but and then maybe at the same time too is that they just don't see the benefit of their footage being advertised in any way, shape, or form.
You think there's a little bit of fear that their content is going to do better on somebody else's platform. Like maybe they release something that doesn't really do that good. He puts it out there, and all of a sudden he's getting all these views, and they feel like, well, he's only getting those views because he used my content. Would that be?
It's possible. Yeah, I can see that happening. Simply because and it goes into what Paul was saying in regards to the algorithm.
But
where
I
it's
mean,
like,
who cares if he's getting views? Like, he's getting views on your content. That's just, and he's pushing them to your content. So
right, he's not
like,
claiming
what
it
is
his own.
like? It would be one thing if he was just saying, "Hey, here's my newest update about drifting. Here, check out this video." And
well, the algorithm doesn't see it that way, though.
yeah,
Well, think about it. It's like you put out a footage. Okay, I'll give you an example. Like I saw this recently where CJ FPV he put up a video with his drone getting run over by one of the cars out on the track, and you saw that it got some traffic. But when it got reshared on Lone Star Derp, the traffic was just much more on their channel, on their end compared to CJ's, and obviously that's the algorithm at play. Where
Yeah,
it's
right.
like you would think like, oh, some of that would be fed back, but it doesn't for whatever
No.
reason. The algorithm
No, they
doesn't
watched
see it
on
that way.
CJ. I mean, they watched it on
Lone Star.
Lone Star, and that was it. Right?
Did Lone Star shot him out?
Yeah, they did. I mean, they tagged him
Right,
and,
right,
and all that stuff, and I don't know exactly how CJ benefited from it.
Right.
But again, it kind of goes into the whole thing with the algorithm. It's like, okay, well, all the traffic is going to go over to them, even though it's bringing more exposure. But maybe for some of the media guys, they don't see it as a tangible benefit on their end because they're not they're not getting the same kind of rewards as sort of if a Lone Star Derp were to share it.
Right.
compared
So
to
it's
theirs.
like, I'm providing their content, right? Like for shows that use other people's content,
Yeah.
like Lone Star Derp or whatever, that person that shot that, like CJ in this instance, could be like, well, he's using my content, and he's getting likes and views, which
More
for
likes
Lone
and
Star, he may actually be making revenue off that, right? I mean, potentially, if he gets enough views.
Potentially, yeah.
Right. So, I mean, I guess I could see that, but I think in my opinion, now, again, I'm not a photographer, never really been into that, but I don't see a problem with it as long as you're shouting out where you got the footage from. I think it's free advertisement. But at least he's saying, hey, listen, if you don't want me to use your content, fine, just let me know.
I think the crazy. I mean, I think you could be upset where like Lone Star Derp just like reposts basically the video. Doesn't make any edit, no conversation on top. It's literally just taking his video, reposting it. Like, I mean, I can see where you could get upset there, right? Because all he's doing is tagging, and that's it, right? That's the minimum that he's going to do for you. Is tagging it. So I can see the argument there, but where his kind of thing is like I just don't see it. Like, it seems to me he's trying to get more people to you. He's putting effort to make it his own as well because he's actually getting involved in there. He's putting his face in there, talking about it. So it's much more like a reaction type video, I would say, or something like that, where, what's his name used to do it as well, but he did it again. It's the motive. Like, this guy's motive, I think, is genuine. I'm trying to think of the guy that Noel and
The
Gabby
guy with the crazy
hated.
hair?
Yeah, the red hair kid.
Oh, what was his
He was
name?
a Vegas driver as well.
Something style. Pinku style?
No, not Pinku style. No. I forgot his name, but he kind of
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
fell off and stopped driving. But either way, he used to do like Pro Drifter reacts to this, and he would watch a video. Or watch
I think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Reese did a couple of those videos too for a little while.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think reaction videos is legit. I mean, and the reaction videos are usually like trying to get content, but from other people's content, right? It just to me seems genuine. I just don't see the point of it. I don't see why anybody would be upset by it. And I think if they're upset by it, I think that's somebody that doesn't really care about drifting or the scene. They're just trying to make money off of drifting, and if they're trying to make money off of drifting, I'm not gonna,
I think it's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
And part of the reason why I brought it up because it's sort of relatable to us, where we're kind of in the same boat. Not entirely, but we've been in situations where like, oh, we'll highlight somebody's content or footage, and then we'll comment on it.
Or listing.
Oh yeah, that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I just feel like, oh, I mean, this is something that for all we know, we could start getting cease and desist letters.
I mean, I he could, but I don't know.
You're bringing my content down. I'm getting less viewers down.
Yeah, right. Oh, that'd be bad. That'd be bad.
You ain't helping my algorithm. You're screwing it up.
Right.
Oh, man.
All right, so Tim.
Okay. Were you able to open up my
Hang on.
my sheets?
I think this is.
Oh,
it.
look at that. Okay, so
I think you might be able to control it from there.
Oh, can I? Well, I don't know. Let me see.
No.
I don't think so. Okay. All right. So let me know when you get on the screen.
Okay. What is this? Again, is this your own clinic? That way,
I made a PowerPoint, and it's kind of related to what Willie's trying to do, trying to make drifting more popular. But we kind of got to dive into how drifting compares to other sports across the world.
Are we gonna get quizzed
How
on
is this?
Just one. So basically, is this on the screen?
No,
for them?
I'm letting you set it up before.
So basically, the topic of this, or the reason why I came up with this, is what can we do? What information can we pull from some of these other sports that are more popular in drifting in order to build the fan base for drifting? How do we grow drifting? And a lot of times when you do other sports or you do other professions, you can look at, okay, these guys are doing really good. What are they doing that we can incorporate? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to grow our business, and these businesses are highly successful. So what can we do? What can we pull from them to grow my business? So this is what's more popular than drifting.
He's got a different font. That's weird.
What do you mean?
How do you think this is gonna go, Paul?
I don't know. Right now, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking Spaceship Earth.
Spaceship Earth.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
I wanted to
Yeah,
make him
okay.
feel at home.
Oh,
Okay,
well, yeah.
all right.
yeah,
So this is what's more popular? Brought
What's
to you
more
by
popular?
Tim Murphy.
There you go. Okay, so
Okay,
Presentation.
so these are, I think it's like 7 or 10 different sports, including drifting.
Okay.
And we're gonna go through each sport. We're gonna look at how many people watch, on average, certain events, whether it's a championship event. Some of the sport disciplines, I wasn't able to pull actual individual event numbers, so I had to use an average over their championship season.
Okay.
Like for instance, Formula Drift didn't give out it was really hard to find viewership numbers because I'm
course.
basically analyzing viewership numbers, live stream and live viewing, and I'm also including payouts on some of these, the ones I could find.
Okay.
Right, so let's go ahead and start clicking through some of the sports that I chose to compare drifting to. NASCAR. Well, that didn't come out right. NASCAR. NASCAR. Yes, we're starting off strong here. NASCAR. NASCAR. Okay, so NASCAR is the first one. Click again. Next one. All right. The Mogul Chess Boxing Championship. Have you
What
ever heard of
is
chess
that?
boxing?
No.
So
Chess boxing?
So this is actually pretty popular. They have a chess match in the
Chess?
middle. Chess, chess. Chess. So they play chess and they box. They play chess and then they box. It's actually, I'd never heard of it before, but I thought it was interesting. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to go through these sports and you guys are going to tell me, what do you think is more popular?
I think
Where do you
NASCAR.
think where do you think drifting is going to fall amongst all these other sports? Click
Okay,
the
all
next
right.
one. West Coast Giant Pumpkin Regatta. So that doesn't show on my screen like that. I don't know why it's doing that.
Don't
well,
worry
the
about it.
font's
Keep
different,
going.
but,
Is that why? So West
about
Coast Giant Pumpkin Regatta. This is a sport where people take these massive pumpkins and actually race them down a river. Yes, it happens once a year. It's pretty popular.
Okay, all right.
But
Next one.
Next one. Badminton League of Legends. Badminton, it's kind of like tennis, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's a sport, right?
Okay.
Pretty popular. Is it going to be more
I thought I was
popular than
thinking
drifting?
backgammon. I'm thinking of backgammon.
You think badminton?
I get it now.
Whatever. It's a sport.
okay.
Anyways, next one.
Yeah.
The Dart Championship. Darts. So you guys think darts are more popular than drifting, or you think drifting's going to overtake that?
I don't. Well, I want you to find out all the options.
Okay, go ahead. Next one.
Just let me know when we get to the end.
Okay, World Axe Throwing Championship.
Okay.
And
Could you align these like some?
well, look on my screen. It does.
Yeah,
on my
but-
screen it's fine. So it's not that I did the PowerPoint wrong.
It's Google. It's Google
Yeah,
screwing
so
things up.
Mine is totally fine.
You said it's one more, right?
Yeah, one more. Formula Drift.
Ah, okay.
So out of
right, at
all
the
of
bottom.
those, where would you think? Actually, you can click the next slide because I have them all with no stats. The next slide.
Oh, you
We're
do?
going to make
Yeah.
our assumptions first?
Yeah, you're going to make your assumptions first, and we're
Okay,
going to go
so right
through
now?
each one. Yeah. Well, no, click the next one.
Okay.
Next slide.
PFC.
It's also, I'm sorry, PFC. Pillow Fighting Championship.
Pillow fighting. I've heard about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Pillow
popular
fight.
too.
Okay. All right.
So go ahead, next one.
Next one.
Okay, so these are the different sports.
Okay.
We have NASCAR, the NASCAR Cup Final, because that was the only one I could pull an actual number for as far as viewers online. You have live viewers, approximate online viewers, and then total payouts. So this is just a random list. So we have Dart Championship, West Coast Giant Pumpkin Regatta, the Chess Boxing Championship, Axe Throwing, Badminton League of Legends, Formula Drift. I used the 2023 average viewership per Ryan Sage in one of his interviews.
Okay.
Actually, I tell you my source. NBC was NASCAR, whatever the other one, Windmow, and then all these different.
You could have just
sources.
gone to the kid with the information to get the
Yeah,
viewership
Noel
numbers.
could've-
I
Noel
could have
told
probably
you.
done that. He probably
Yeah.
could, but I don't know if he knows much about pillow fighting.
2,456.
No, I'm
Right.
talking about just Formula Drift numbers.
Formula Drift numbers?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But that was actually pretty easy to find. I just couldn't get individual event
Okay.
viewers. So
All right.
where would you guys think would be the top?
The top.
NASCAR.
You think NASCAR's number
Yeah,
one?
easily.
Okay, hang on.
NASCAR.
I'm gonna say the what? Not no. I just feel like you're gonna like throw us off. So
think-
I'm gonna say the Mogul Chess Boxing Championship.
No way.
So okay,
So you're saying the chess boxing is going to be the number one spot. Just tell me what you think is going to be the first place and which one you think is going to be last place.
last place. Okay, Formula Drift is gonna be last.
Yeah, Formula Drift's
You
gonna be
think
last.
Formula Drift's going to be last?
Yeah.
What do you think is going to be first? NASCAR?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, he said NASCAR.
between darts and NASCAR.
Between
No,
darts
you got to pick one, man. It doesn't work
That's
like
not
that.
in any particular order.
No, I know, I get it, but I'm telling you what I think.
Oh,
I
between
think a lot of people will watch darts. Mm-hmm. I think axe throwing is probably axe throwing, darts, NASCAR, one of those.
Okay. All right. And then Formula Drift is last place, you're saying.
I just
I'm
don't see
saying,
the,
yeah.
the
Okay.
pumpkin regatta, the chess boxing, the badminton league. Now, League of Legends, yes.
I know.
Yeah,
It's-
that
it's
is
pretty-
serious.
It sounds pretty
No,
serious.
no. League of Legends,
Yes.
the game, yes, 100%.
No.
That
Yeah.
would have the most viewership out of
Oh,
all
yeah.
of these.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's not. No. This is.
Nah,
I'm
that's
not
something
sure
else.
if you didn't get some of your if badminton
No,
League of
I-
Legends
I went
turns
to-
out to be the highest, you got your sources mixed up because
not.
League of Legends is
Look,
It's
he
not.
spent the time to
Okay,
get
okay,
get
okay.
this
No, it's
information.
the
All right,
actual
can we
Okay.
get?
It's the actual sport, like
Okay.
the actual
Yeah,
physical
all right.
sport.
We're
of it.
gonna. Okay, so we can click now for the answer.
Yes, go ahead, click. Well,
Okay.
it's going to give you one at a time. Okay, so NASCAR, like I said, it's not going to be in particular order because I didn't spend all that much time on this PowerPoint. But so, approximate online viewers for just that one NASCAR Cup final was 2.92 million. Live viewers, that means that attended the actual event, was about 56,000. The total payouts, $11,143,232. So
2 million viewers is pretty low.
was almost 3 million viewers online, 56,000 live. So, all right.
Pretty low.
You think that's low? For one event?
I think compared to to how big NASCAR is, I think that's pretty low.
Well, actually, to your point, NASCAR viewership this year, or the year, this was 2023, they said the viewership was decreased by almost 25%, 30% less
Okay.
than the year of 2022. They said 2022 was a better year as far as
Okay.
viewership. Okay, next one. The
Darts.
Dart Championship, 4.8 million viewers.
People
Right.
like the darts,
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
and they don't like to get up.
Now, I will say the championship spanned several days, so they reported 90,000 people in the event through those. I think it was like a 5-day event or something like that.
Okay.
And then the total payouts was about 2.5 million. Now it's Great Britain pounds, So
Okay.
that's not U.S. So this is not
It's
in the
even
US.
more.
Yeah, I gotta.
Yeah, so it's even more. So it's probably like almost.
Paul, you want to convert that, or you're not? You're
It's about
I'm good.
100
All right,
what
whatever.
$1.20 for pound. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
75
all right,
cents.
it's
okay,
less than
okay.
NASCAR. But
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
less
next
than
one.
NASCAR. Okay, so the West Coast.
yeah, we
Giant
knew that
Pumpkin
was going to
Regatta.
suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
online viewers 16,000, but still, it's
They
still
got
not.
an-
Yeah,
they
it's
have
not
an
too bad,
audience.
right?
Yeah.
Live viewers about 20,000,
Okay.
right? But it's a once a
You should
year
have
event.
put Drift Masters in here too.
Well, I had to use Formula Drift because Formula Drift's.
No, you should have done both.
He wants to keep it America.
Well, no, because these are all throughout the world.
yeah,
I
that's
just
true.
I just
Okay,
chose Formula Drift because they have long claimed themselves to be the elite form or drift sanctioning body in the world. Pretty much, right?
I
mean,
guess. Yeah.
Drift Masters is great where they're from, and they do okay here, but they haven't expanded across the world like Formula Drift has. Do you think?
I think we're deviating from the main
okay.
point. Yeah.
All right,
So let's
so-
move on.
Okay, moving along. Okay, Mogul Chess Boxing Championship.
Ah.
2.8 million online viewers for the championship, and
Shoot.
live viewers about 10,000. Pretty good sized stadium. Chess boxing. Now, chess boxing, I think, has been like they haven't. I don't think they've doing a championship this year.
Okay.
They ran into some, I guess, legality issues. So it looked like there may be some like dirty money going around.
Oh, boy.
They're like wondering how much it
Yeah.
costs to run an event and where does he get the money from and all this other stuff. But 2023, they were able to get about 2.8 million viewers online, about 10,000 live viewers. I wasn't able to pull the total payouts for either one of those because the regatta, there is no payout. It's just about, it's like when you see the Red Bull Challenge when they're jumping off the bridge. It's kind of similar to that. They just want to see people.
So like
Okay.
if you take a pawn, do you get to like punch the guy in the face?
I'm not sure. I didn't read through the rules.
That sounds like an
But it was
amazing
extremely
sport.
instinct because there's two guys in the middle of a boxing ring with gloves on and they're playing chess, and then they fight and then they
Do
play
they take
chess.
the glove off to play chess, or do you?
When the picture I saw, they both had their boxing gloves on, so maybe that's I don't know. I didn't watch a match.
Interesting.
Come
So anyways,
back.
okay, axe throwing. Axe throwing is pretty popular, but unfortunately not as popular as chess boxing, with approximately 94,000 online viewers and live views about 10,000 as well. $60,000 payouts though. Now that includes
move to
knife throwing
badminton.
and
Move to
axe
badminton because I
Oh, the
really
badminton league of-
come on.
League of
All right,
Legends.
let's go over now.
4.3
see, that's
million
Oh.
and about 2.3 million USD paid out.
Okay.
Okay, so far I've made the right decision.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I
next.
screwed up with axe throwing. But
All right. Formula Drift. Ryan Sage says he averages about 1 million viewers online during the event. I don't know if that's totally accurate, but he said he had, I think he said they had 8 million views last season.
Okay.
they definitely do more than 6,000 live viewers though. 'cause
Yeah.
they
Well,
they're in the 20,000.
Well, no, so see, that's the thing is,
we watch it. It says 20,000
where at what venue?
every place.
20,000 viewers at Irwindale. Irwindale, the stands only hold 6,000 max.
Oh, you talking about
Live-
I thought
live
you meant
in-person viewers.
Okay, that's what you mean.
Yeah,
Oh,
in-person
okay.
viewers.
Okay, well, we all took that live viewers as being
Why would I do
People
online
that tune in for the
viewers?
live stream.
Online viewers, live stream, live viewers,
No.
people that are there live.
there's Tim on online streams. There's two statistics:
Okay.
the total amount of viewers
okay,
and the actual amount of average live viewers.
right, live viewers, people that are there live. You listen. You guys can criticize how I do it, but live viewers
No.
are people in person.
No.
Should I put it in person?
Yes,
That
in
we should put
person,
in-person
actual
attendees.
attendees,
Yeah.
event attendees,
Event attendees. Well, whatever.
yeah,
Or
'cause
spectators.
Spectators.
Yeah, it would have been fine.
Well, but spectators, you could spectate online. You could spectate live. What's the difference?
No,
if I would put live spectators, that would.
we can distinguish that part. Like if you were to
okay.
put spectators, it's like,
Yeah,
there's
okay,
actual
there are-
people
so
at
you
the
can't
event.
spectate online. That's not possible.
Yes, you can.
So
But
you
the
can't-
thing is,
But you can't be a spectator online.
yes, you can.
Yeah,
So
but
then you're it's the
Live
same thing.
viewer is always like 100%
live
stream.
Like I'm there
Live
live.
stream.
Yeah.
In
That's
real-
just
If I'm there for real life, right? I'm a live viewer. Hey, make fun of me. I don't care. Anyways, live viewers.
Where do you
means
store
people
your
that-
files?
where I store my files. I don't know. It's okay. I don't care. Make fun of me all you want. So those are the live viewers represents in-person spectators.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Now, hang on. This is an average, right? Throughout the all of the rounds, or this
No,
just
no, this is for, well, so some of them, like I said, it's hard to pull up the viewership, the live
information, yeah.
viewership and online
Yeah.
viewership.
Okay.
So like the NASCAR Cup Final, that was that one event, the NASCAR Cup Final. They actually had a couple events that were a little more than that,
Mm-hmm.
but I used the final in that number to kind of try to be fair.
Okay.
And like the championship, that was a one-time event. The Pumpkin Regatta, one-time event.
Wait. The darts championship actually gets 90,000 people to watch that.
It's not just a single day event. It's like
Oh,
it's like
a
five. It's over like
multi-day.
5 days.
All right, all right.
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. So you figure they get like 8,000
guess,
people
I
or
guess,
whatever.
I
Okay.
guess.
Like,
So we got
whatever it
one
is.
more.
So then
Pillow fighting. Hey.
yeah, Pillow Fighting Championship was not
Nobody
able to
shows
get.
up.
Yeah, I couldn't find the numbers anywhere. It's really hard to find numbers of.
Well, they're not spectating
attendance.
because they're all asleep.
They're all asleep. Actually, have you watched pillow fighting?
Yes, I have.
It's actually, there are some UFC fighters that have gone to pillow fighting. There's actually a class. Dana White is suing pillow fighting championship for like $30 million, or some crazy number, because
They're
their
violating
logo looks very similar to the UFC
Oh,
logo.
really?
Oh.
PFC, UFC. It's not the same font,
Right.
but it's very similar. So Dana White is actually suing the pillow fighting championship.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is interesting. But numbers from ESPN, they have online viewership, live stream viewership, about 1 million, and I was not able to get the in-person spectator numbers, unfortunately.
Okay.
So
I was right.
if you look at it,
Darts.
click on the next one, and we'll see. This is your ranking. So the darts came in first place.
I was surprised by the badminton.
League of Legends, the Badminton League of Legends, second place. NASCAR came in third. Mogul Chess Boxing Championship fourth. Formula Drift actually came in fifth, because I don't think 8 million viewers. Maybe whatever. PFC came in sixth. World Axe Throwing came in seventh, and West Coast Giant Pumpkin Regatta came in eighth. It's very interesting to watch some of those videos on that.
Yeah, I'm
that
sure.
Was, I didn't realize they could make pumpkins so
Okay.
they grew so big.
So the questions is, what will it take to build viewership for the sport of drifting, and is Formula Drift doing all they can to engage the population? Is that
Those are questions for you guys.
Is that the case you're bringing up here?
Yes. What can we pull from? What are these other sports like Dart Championship, Badminton, League of Legends, NASCAR Cup Final, the Chess Boxing Championship? What are they doing that Formula Drift isn't doing? Or
Okay.
what could Formula Drift? I guess you really have to know those sports a little, more
Okay.
intimately. Now, I will tell you that aside from Chess Boxing Champion, the badminton, the darts, and NASCAR have been around longer. So that could be just a time
True.
thing,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
There
in
was
regards
also
to that.
I wanted to look up cheese rolling, but I couldn't get any numbers on it. Cheese rolling is where a bunch of people run downhill and they're falling downhill. Yeah,
Okay.
but I couldn't get any numbers on it.
Okay. I could tell you one thing, perhaps, that they could pick up from this, and it's just by the name of some of these competitions or events, just the ridiculousness of it just sparks my interest.
Yeah.
So if perhaps, I'm not saying that Formula Drift has to change their entire identity in order to cater to this, but I think if Formula Drift were to have like a sub-series of just something that's just absolutely off the wall ridiculous, perhaps they could get tap into a different kind of audience in order to build off of it. But at the same time, it's
I mean, darts being that popular to outdo NASCAR, like,
true.
that doesn't even make sense to me. What are they doing? Like, how do they do that?
I think the other thing too, it would have been good to like be able to know all of these series or all these events that you're highlighting, so that way then for Paul and myself, we could have just looked into it and see it's like, okay, what are they doing different? So that way then these questions could have been properly answered. But I think the other thing too would be just to look at their production overall and their marketing
Yeah.
see exactly what are they doing different that's attracting an audience. And I think it's also to do with perhaps just the simplicity of the sport, I guess you can say.
Well, so I thought that too, right? And then I started looking at some of the champions. I think one of the guys had a champion. He has like a fire mohawk,
Hey.
and had like a almost like you still see bowling. They wear like those crazy shirts, like flame shirts and
Yeah.
stuff. So I think,
Like Guy Fieri.
yeah, exactly, just like that. I think a lot of the dart championship competitors, they built a persona. And I think that is probably helping them as well, because a couple of videos I saw, they seem to like have like a following, right? Where people are like, want to see this guy take out this other guy. There's rivalries,
Yeah.
and I think that's something that they probably have used to help grow the sport of the dart championship.
Well, you see a lot of that too, also with
He's
other
checking
sports.
my League of Legends. Is what
Oh,
he's doing.
he
Yeah,
is?
he's,
Okay,
he's verifying my League of Legends.
he's trying to
numbers.
find
I
that-
could be wrong. I mean, apparently
he has a problem with the numbers.
he could.
just-
He thinks it's the other League of Legends. I mean, badminton. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
You're on esports.
ES charts.
Yes, that's esports.
Uh-huh.
Charts.
Okay.
You're talking about badminton,
Well,
and you looked up League of Legends on
I didn't look up League of Legends. I looked up badminton.
League of Legends.
I didn't search that. That's what I came up with. I tried to find something that had the highest numbers. Okay, so what did I do it
I
wrong?
can't even find badminton League of Legends.
Okay.
Oh, anywhere.
Okay, well, he can't find it.
Okay.
All right, so we'll take that
Well,
one off.
but that
Take
still
one off.
doesn't-
So that makes NASCAR Cup second.
Second. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because
That makes
he
more
can't
sense.
live with that. Because he's going to
That's
drive him
fine.
crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But the darts still $2.5 million payout and payouts. That's a lot.
It is.
That's a lot of money to give away.
Yeah.
So they're doing something right. I don't know. The chess boxing was interesting. Apparently, I was growing pretty good, but I don't know if that's going to last much longer. Yeah.
Yeah, considering
You
all
should look
their-
up. You want to look up chess boxing?
No, I'm not. Gonna,
yeah.
no, I am gonna.
But really, the point is that it was just something I was thinking about, and what could drifting do aside from what these other sports? A lot of these, more than half the sports are doing correctly to grow their sport. What do you think?
well, I mean, what do you think darts is doing correctly? I don't know if darts doing anything correctly.
Well, they're doing. Obviously, the numbers are.
I think
are-
that
I think you're
again.
wrong.
I think darts again is just darts has been around forever, and it's just a time.
So
game.
is toe wrestling.
And toe wrestling is pretty big. I don't know if you have checked
No,
it.
yeah, I
You-
did.
I don't
I
know if you
couldn't
looked at
find
the
numbers.
stats, but I know the stats pretty well. And
On toe wrestling?
Toe wrestling. Is
What
like,
are they
yeah,
stats?
like 500,000.
Been around for a long time. Axe throwing's been around for quite a while too. A lot of these things have been around for a long time. So you can't
Yeah.
just say, "Oh, it's because it's been around for a long time." That's why.
I mean, what do you think? Why do you think people would watch
Hobby
dart?
horsing. I was trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
find numbers on hobby horsing. I just could not find any numbers on it. But that is pretty popular.
Yeah, it is.
It is extremely popular. So just because the sport's around for a long time doesn't necessarily mean it's going to have.
Or you think
best
the
numbers.
darts championship is doing something new and
I'm not thinking to do something
Fancy
new, but
that.
they're obviously doing something right. They're obviously doing something right to have 4.8 million.
they also
People
have the
watching-
highest amount of live viewers.
Yeah. But why?
The darts is like a bar game, so everybody's played darts.
Okay.
Like if you hung at a bar, you played darts.
Everybody's
Yeah.
pillow fighted.
Well, that's what I'm saying in regards to like the simplicity of it.
The
Where
simplicity of it.
where
yeah,
you
it's the
have
simplicity of it.
the
Where's math?
like all of these, but you have anybody can sort of like pick up on it and,
We
and do something
relate to
about
it.
it. Yeah, and it's relatable.
How is relatable?
Okay.
So Formula Drift is not relatable.
Okay, so you think that's a problem? You think there's a way that
Well, you
Formula
can
Drift
see
can make it relatable?
the
then?
stuff is that
They can.
the stuff that doesn't perform well is both new and not relatable.
Well, not on this list. I mean, axe throwing has been around for much longer than Formula Drift, and the pumpkin
Axe throwing?
Yeah,
No, I mean I would say
competitions.
axe throwing is probably
Yeah, it dates back to like probably the Middle Ages.
No. I would say
to throw it. They throw and they
no.
have
Axe
competitions
throwing
and
became
woo, and jousting. I was all
axe
part of
throwing replaced darts.
it. It did apparently.
No, if you like, okay, no. I'm saying you go to bars now. They have bars that serve alcohol and do axe throwing.
Correct.
Okay, there was like bars that did darts.
Right.
Yeah, darts.
Well,
table.
bars still do darts.
Barts.
Darts.
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 The next-
Barts and darts.
Barts and
Yes.
darts.
Okay.
That's the
anyway.
next bar.
Anyways, you're getting off topic. Point is you're saying that
I'm not off topic. I'm saying exactly. I'm saying, I think it is. I think I'm surprised chess boxing is doing. I mean, I would say the chess and the boxing is what's got that moving to that level.
Just the oddness of it, I think, is what.
I think both just a huge following in chess. Huge following in chess. Boxing, not so much as it used to be. But chess is still huge.
Yep.
So that just you kind of
Yeah. And really, pillow fighting and Formula Drift are really neck and neck. And like I said, so I was asking you, like Formula Drift, do they have more live stream options, or
who's
there's
neck and neck is pillow fighting? Oh yeah, pillow fighting and
Formula Drift? Yeah, that's what I said. So does Formula Drift live stream on any other platform besides YouTube,
Yeah,
or is that where they get their
Facebook?
That's the
viewership
thing I don't
from?
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to look into that. I just know that they have it on the YouTube and they have a link on their website.
Right. So if I go to YouTube and I look up the seating brackets and then the top 32 and
that.
top 16, it still didn't add up to 1 million views. So I'm not sure where they're getting that number from. 8 million. And that was 2023. That's not this year.
Right.
So I'm not sure where he gets that number from. So I'm
They're
kind
probably
of
talking about the live stream views.
That's right.
Plus the edited cuts views,
the clips and everything.
and then
So he's
they're
totaling
probably,
everything
They're probably
to
totaling
inflate
everything.
the number.
I mean, I think they get more than 1 million views annually. I mean, they have to.
Well, if you go back and you look at per
I think
round,
they have how many?
that's why I said if you're only looking at YouTube,
Yeah.
it's only when you look at the YouTube, because you can see the views on YouTube. You
Yeah,
can,
I've
you
seen
can
it.
add up the seating bracket and top 32 and top 16.
Well, I mean, if you were Social Blade would be the best way to. If you really wanted to compare YouTube, right, on
Mm-hmm.
live stream, you would go on Social Blade, so you can
Right,
just
but the
see
thing
it.
is, not everybody uses YouTube here, so I couldn't use that to compare everybody.
Well, maybe that's
Because NASCAR is on NBC,
maybe that's why.
and pillow fighting is
maybe
on
that's
ESPN.
why.
What do you mean that's why?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe YouTube isn't the right place to broadcast your.
Okay, so maybe Broad trying to get a deal with ESPN or NBC, some type of
Well, they have
national outlet.
Well, Formula Drift has a deal with MAV TV right now.
Yeah, but MAV TV is like what you see on like the bars and stuff. It's not really, it's
still
not
a deal.
mainstream. No, it is still a deal.
They've that's part of the reason why they
While they're
adjusted
playing the
their
darts, while they're-
top 16 segment.
Well, they're playing darts. They can watch.
Yeah, well, they're playing darts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so while people are watching them play darts, they're watching people drift. Interesting. So making it more relatable. I think that was a key thing that you kind of hit on. Making it relatable. How do you make drifting more relatable for the average person to watch it and be able to understand it quickly? Because we talked about that before.
Yeah.
Like with monster trucks, right? They turn monster trucks into like people don't even care who wins.
Yeah, that's just a crazy unlimited class.
Right.
That doesn't even have any sort of category. It's just like, build something as ridiculous as possible and just take it out there.
But
and have fun.
they have fun, but isn't there still points and
They definitely have over
Yeah,
1 million
they do.
annual views. Just Chelsea's championship run video did
well
1.3.
that's not so that's their video. That's
their
from
video.
So they're take everything that you could possibly, every little clip, short, and everything. See, I don't think that's a fair way.
No,
to...
I don't think they're doing that because I'm saying it would blow out that number way out.
Well, I'm saying I don't think you can use that number because I'm talking about live. They said that there were live people watching on the live stream, not total of every single little clip and short
Yeah.
and media outlet, Instagram and everything like that. Because then you could really inflate that number, and it doesn't accurately represent what the live stream
I mean,
numbers
this
were.
last weekend they did about 350. No, wait, no. Yeah, almost 400,000
for one event.
for one event.
Right. So it's not even near. It's not near 1 million. That's kind of my point.
I thought that
But
was a-
hang on. But you're but
1 million
Paul,
per round. So this is
I'm looking at total
eight-
views.
total views.
Well, Ryan Sage said 2023 they had 8 million viewers. That's what he said. And so I just basically, there's 8 rounds, and I said it was $1 million per round.
Yeah. I mean, we'd have to get the kid with the information on the case to be able to ask him directly because
Yeah.
they have spoken. They know each other.
Oh,
They
that's
Well,
can-
hey,
right.
they
hold
can-
on. They're probably counting viewers as a. I mean, I count for probably like 20 different viewers.
Yeah. So a lot of those are the same
How many
person.
Ryan
Yeah.
Sages are there?
I mean, the other metric that they could utilize is that after you do a live stream, they tell you that there's a top concurrent view number. And so, let's say, for instance, that basically tells you like this is the most amount of viewers that you had tuned in live
Right.
at one point. That's
Right.
like the peak.
Which would
And
make sense.
so it'd be I don't know. I mean, we see numbers in the 20s, 20,000s. So it could be a thing where you could probably get 25,000 like on each live stream that they do, and then add that up, and then maybe that'll give you that close to that number.
Okay.
Maybe, I'm not sure, but you could go off of that. But I don't know if it's gonna add up to what was the amount?
For darts,
For Formula Drift.
4 minute drift, 1.1 million.
I mean,
Yeah, possibly.
their total views on YouTube right now is 112 million.
Yeah, but I can't count on that.
Well,
I'm
112
not counting on that.
Yeah, but is that subscribers?
No, it's just views.
112
Just
million
Views, but that's like over how long?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
exactly.
so point being, really, a lot of the ridiculousness of some of the sports
Is that
that I
it?
picked. Yeah, that's it. That's
Oh,
it.
okay, all right,
Yeah,
good.
but really, the key takeaway here is, what do you think that Formula Drift could do better in order to move up in the ranks amongst other sports that are watched live and attended in person? Now, I think Irwindale, it only holds about, they said 6,000 people in the stands. So it's probably more than that, right? Or probably not, because I don't know if the stands are completely packed. We know for sure Rhode Island it holds more. So their live audience, their live spectator count
Thank
for
you.
Road Atlanta is going to be great. Probably the biggest live spectator turnout out of all the rounds, I would assume, right? So, you mean you've been to Irwindale?
Yeah, I have.
I mean, how big did it look? Did it look like it can hold 20,000 people?
Possibly.
Well, I mean, the stands only hold 6,000. That's per
Yeah.
Irwindale. Their stats on the stands, they say 6,000 people.
Yeah, but then you have to consider like all the crew, drivers, their personnel.
Yeah, but you can't really
and all
count them as
that.
spectators.
But what if they do?
Well, but you shouldn't. I don't think you should.
I understand that.
I mean, you can't count a competitor as a spectator and his crew as a spectator. Right, I'm talking about paid spectators because that's
Yeah.
a separate ticket purchase. Like
Oh, of
your
course.
ticket sales are not your driver and pit crew tickets or their passes shouldn't be incorporated into the live ticket sale numbers. But anyways,
I get that.
I think the number one thing is what you said. Drifting needs to become more relatable. And
but I don't think it will, honestly.
You don't think it ever
Unfortunately,
will?
I don't think
I don't
now.
see how
I think
it'll become-
I think
yeah.
it's gotten to the point where everyone has gotten accustomed to the sort of the type of builds that we're seeing now. They're fans of it. I think if anything, the fans want even more. And some would even argue that they want less restrictions. They want to be able to just.
Not Gabby. Gabby says that he wants the more restrictions, more
But
tire
who
rules.
who cares what
More
he has
tire
to
rules,
say?
More tire rules.
well, so that
Who
kind of
cares?
brings up to like the last round. People were complaining that Manoa was too slow, and they were timing
they were
him.
timing
They were
him. Yeah.
timing it throughout the
Freaking
course
like,
and
what do
saying
you
that he
care?
was
Yeah.
too slow.
But that's different.
Well, why is that different?
That's different because that's just a matter of tactic. Because they're saying
Is
that
it a
he's
tactic, or maybe he can't just actually do that? No,
No.
I think he said on average his practice runs and his battle runs were slower than on average.
right. But I say it as a tactic because if his car was slower, then he should be getting gapped in the chase position. But he's not. He's able to actually keep up and be able to put pressure onto the lead driver.
Well, that's what they were saying.
But-
he said he was sandbagging.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like he's
saying-
doing it. He's
saying
utilizing it as a tactic to just try to either throw off the chase driver or do something.
Yeah,
so
but as a chase driver, that shouldn't be an excuse. We've had this discussion before.
Of course, that shouldn't be an excuse, but it doesn't. At the same time, it's not going to stop people from pointing it
about
out and raising an issue about it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, it's one thing he's not brake checking anybody. He's just overall slower,
Right.
right? And we had this discussion with Magic Mike.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
About that. That should not be an excuse. Oh, well, he's slow, so I can't follow him properly. That shouldn't be an excuse. I think that's lame.
But it's not a matter of an issue with restrictions or anything like that.
No. It's not a matter of issue restrictions. But if you go unlimited, you're going to have some drivers that are slower than others. It's just going to happen.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as what makes it relatable, I don't think the cars. I mean, I don't think making the cars more relatable would be better for the sport.
Not the cars.
I think making the judging more relatable to what you feel would make it better for the sport.
Yeah, and
I agree with that.
Yeah, and I think, I think the WNBA is doing this a little better this year. Is that you'll see that there's certain athletes that are creating a name for themselves, right? Whether it's how they play the sport, it's getting to be where you're starting to see character building. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where I think the NBA or the WNBA has been getting more views this year because there are some key athletes, women, female athletes that are battling it out, and they are kind of a little more, I don't know, just a little more charismatic. And I think that's gaining followers. I think Formula Drift needs to incorporate that. And we talked about that before, like wrestling almost.
But going back to what Paul was saying with the judging, I think you touched on that because that takes you back to what Chris Forsberg dealt with in the last round, where he was highlighting what happened with him and his judging call. And then Chris compared that to what happened with him and Matt Field. No, I'm sorry, with Adam LZ and Matt Field back in Road Atlanta, where the judges were saying in that battle where they felt that the contact that Matt Field did with Adam LZ wasn't enough to warrant that kind of a spin out.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, turning around to Chris Forsberg and Jonathan Castro. Chris Forsberg won the chase. They were going into the first turn. No, they went into the first turn. Then they were going towards the second turn. I forget. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
And that's when apparently the judges felt that Chris Forsberg went in a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah.
Made contact with Castro, and then Castro went off because of the contact.
Okay, but was it I didn't see it. So was it a more aggressive?
No.
I disagree.
No.
So you think Forsberg's wrong?
No,
Forsberg's
I think
right.
the judges were incorrect.
Oh,
Forsberg's right. He compared to the tap. I mean, I didn't think that what's his name's tap was that bad either, but what's his name? Who was the Corvette?
Matt Field.
Matt Field.
Matt Field's tap against Adam was way worse than what Chris did to, because especially where he tapped Adam. He tapped in the back bumper, right? Chris was side by side, just doing this.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
And because he did a little bit of this, like it was just like this. It wasn't like the car didn't get upset or anything. You just see like it gets close and it bumps off a little bit, and then all of a sudden,
We saw it with Taylor Hole last season where he got tapped and then he shot off the course.
it was
It actually happened one time
Years
with
ago,
Rome, but yeah, it was 2 years ago, right?
It was years ago.
Okay, so how many years? Years. So this is years ago.
Years ago.
We don't know how many.
Yeah.
Could be 20, could be 2. We don't know. But years ago, that kind of happened. He went off. What happened to Rome one time, and people actually got upset. They thought he was flopping one time. Remember that?
In Road Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same event that
Yeah.
with Matt Field and Adam. But going back, yeah, Paul's right. I think just making the judging. I think the most important thing is, and what Chris Forsberg, the point that he was trying to make is just making the judging consistent. And that's something that we've touched on and highlighted and mentioned time and time again, is that it really becomes frustrating to watch when you have the judging be inconsistent. And then at the same time, what Paul's saying is that making the judging relatable that'd be great because oftentimes there will be a disconnect with how someone would feel a decision is going to go based on, and then compared to how the judges end up determining a decision.
What do you think about making impact zones? So basically, like certain turns, they'd be like, you can rub and make contact here,
Okay.
but at a certain point before the transition, you need to allow the driver to make that transition. If there's any contact during transition, that it will be automatic
No, I
fault to
think
the.
if-
Because then at least it would like this
I
would
think
clear
you're
up
just
that at all.
I think you're adding another thing that, like, from a spectator, it's like, what do I need to think about?
Well, no, you say
What the hell? Like,
no, I mean
it's a bullseye.
Well, yeah,
It's not a bullseye.
But it would no, but it would standardize it. You'd be like, okay, they can make contact.
but let's go
in
back.
this zone. If they make any contact, it wouldn't. In this situation, Adam LZ would have got the win.
Let's go back to darts.
Oh, we're going back to darts.
Oh, okay.
Bullseye, not a bullseye.
Well, no, it doesn't work like that. There's actually points in math.
I know there's points.
Okay.
but I'm saying it's you can. Okay, I get it.
I hit a 20. I got 20. If I hit a bullseye, I get this many points, and it's black and white. But we can't compare it really to darts. It's more compared to
No,
like.
but I'm saying it needs to be. And okay, so I can compare gymnastics, right? Because my daughter's in it, and like I never, like she gets judged, and I'm like I looked at that girl, because it frustrates the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Because I watched this girl get on the balance beam, do her set, and finish and get like a 9-3, and my daughter goes, she gets a 9-1. I'm like, she looked way better than that girl did. Like, why did she get a 9-3 and she got a 9-1? It's like, I don't even understand. So, I mean, it's that same thing. It's like, you got to know what they're supposed to be doing for you to know why they judged what they did.
What else in gymnastics? Aren't certain moves worth more points?
So there's difficulty, how you executed it. Yeah, so you could poorly execute a very difficult move and get more points for a poorly executed difficult move than a perfectly executed
Easy move.
easier move.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Interesting. Okay. So, anyways,
So what I'm saying is that, I mean, in drifting, it's even more subjective.
yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. If you had like areas that were no tapping or no rubbing was allowed, then you could easily say, okay, well, this person lost because this is an area of the track where you're not allowed to make contact. If there's contact made, the fault goes to the chase driver for not allowing the lead driver to transition. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Okay. All right. I could see where that could be viable because you already have that rule in place.
Well, decel zones.
No. Hang on. Tim.
Yeah.
You already have that rule in place already in the initiation.
Right.
In the sense that
Yeah, exactly.
the chase driver cannot impede the lead driver.
Exactly. So you just carry that out through every transition, right? In between transitions, you could be right on their door, or you can be bumping them. But when the transition, as soon as the other car transitions, that chase driver has to be out of the way, just like you do for the initiation. They do it for the
But
initiation.
if you're allowed to bump them, how hard can you bump them? Then it becomes like, if
well,
you're
but that's another. Then that's subjective. But at least you could say if there is contact during the transition, there is no. It's cut and dry, right? There is no subjectivity.
I think
to
they
it.
do that. I think they do have
Well,
that.
apparently they don't because they didn't fault. They didn't. Matt Field didn't get at fault for.
For Adam LZ's.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, no. You got to take that back because they said if Adam LZ would have stayed in it, Adam LZ got hit and he was still drifting and then he pulled out of it. Now he could blame that to Matt, right? There was contact. Matt shouldn't make contact. So I guess if they had the rule that I'm talking about in place, it wouldn't matter if Adam LZ pulled out. Matt would have been at blame because he should have not been that close. So that's all I'm saying.
I think that's stupid. I mean, I think the whole point of it is to get these guys as close as possible. How can you get them as close as possible, make it exciting, and make it easy to where the majority audience, well, it doesn't matter because honestly, if the audience is upset
Somebody's going to be upset no matter
you
what.
just don't want the audience even keel.
What?
What do you mean?
If they're upset or they're happy, it's good.
Well, you want them more happy than upset. You want more happiness for their driver getting the win
than upset because the call didn't make any sense.
Yes.
Yeah, but if
It allow
the
them to be
worst-
upset.
the worst thing,
but have them feeling like, oh, okay, I can understand why. Like, I'm upset. I'm not happy with the decision, but I can understand why they came up to the decision.
No, I mean, I think you have where I'm at right now. It's like I'm not gonna buy. It's not exciting to me. I'm sick of the back and forth with the judging. I just drive as hard as you can. Let's figure a winner. I don't really care who wins. Just drive as hard as you can. Get the blah garbage out of it. Just drive as hard as you can. And I don't want to see. Oh, when did he win? Anyway, just pick a freaking winner.
Oh, so you just say it shouldn't matter.
pick a winner.
Just pick a winner. Okay.
Just pick a winner.
That can't happen.
No, I
That's
can't.
even worse because then you can't just.
No, because subjective, anyways.
So you're talking about so people won't understand at all. Why did they pick the winner? Doesn't matter. They just pick the winner.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They just pick the winner. Most people don't feel like that, and I don't think the sport of drifting can go on if everybody just doesn't care who wins. I think the reason why you watch a sport is to root for your favorite driver because you want. I mean, I don't. Is there a sport that people watch that there's no favorites? Like they just watch a sport for
No, everybody watches sports because of favorites.
exactly. So how can
Yeah,
you
their
just
home
say?
team.
How can you say the sport should just be like pick a winner and who cares?
No. I'm saying what it is that I don't want to have to. I don't watch it because I don't want to have to deal with the I don't know who wins. Like it's just because it's going to be so many stupid stuff that it gets involved in. Like it should be just. I don't want to hear about the minutia. Well, did he tap? No, just freaking pick a guy.
They do.
No, but they go into well, he tapped him.
It goes
because
on
it-
nuances.
because
Yeah.
well, right.
Like, just if you guys want to ding him for tapping, tap. That's it. I don't want to hear about how you. Just pick a freaking winner and move on.
He's disgruntled.
Yeah. He's tired of the one more times. Yeah, that's
no,
what
I'm
it is.
tired of the folk. They put too much emphasis on the judges, and they care for some reason to explain. They feel like I feel like they feel like they're committing a crime. So like we have to explain
Justify.
to you.
They have to
We have
justify.
to justify
Yeah.
our decision. We have to justify our decision to you, so you're appeased. No, just run your event. Choose. I mean, we.
At Hellas Fest. We just pick a
Just-
winner.
just pick
They
a winner.
pick a winner. People say, that's what it is. We'll
See?
try as announcers.
See?
We'll try to say, well, we think this might be going into play. And
People may
sometimes-
not be happy.
Yeah,
but
sometimes
it got
it's-
through and it got done and it got done
And-
quickly
and
and,
then
the
sometimes-
excitement stayed in
Right, because you keep it going.
because you keep it going.
You don't slow down and watch
It's
the replay
it's
20 times.
Yeah, it's like, well, okay, well, we got to watch the replay. I'm like, I don't want to watch Formula Drift anymore because it's like I do not. Okay, one run. Okay, well, no, stop. He tippity tapped him.
Tippity
We
tap.
gotta go. We gotta
Tippity-tappity.
go. We gotta examine this.
I agree with that.
I gotta examine
they shouldn't
this. We gotta examine
They should
this.
make their call and go on, which I think they don't do protests anymore. So I think that is kind of a step in the right
I think
direction.
there's a step there, but they just I don't want to hear from what Reese has to say. I don't want to. I just pick a damn guy, and you don't need to justify it. Just pick who you think won, and we're all gonna have to live with it. If it wasn't our guy this week, shoot, man. If it's our guy next week, yay.
Okay,
It's
I
the way
agree
it
with
is.
that. I agree with that. Keep it rolling.
Yeah.
keep it rolling.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I don't want to hear about how you. And I don't want you to watch. Don't keep a million replays going. I mean,
Yeah, we need to get side by side.
Well, I want to
side
side by side. I want to hear about it.
I mean, the judges could look at that if they want.
No, because that just makes me think, these guys are effing up. Yeah, they're really screwing up. Yeah, look, how can they not see that? It's like you're just pissing me off more.
You should just be first impression.
Yeah, just give me my first impression. I probably would have missed it, and then they would never known. Well, after you made me watch it a million times,
Now I'm thinking.
now I'm like, yeah, you did
that
make a
was
wrong
bad
decision,
call,
you
yeah.
idiots. No, freaking just pick a damn guy that wins. If it's not my guy, I'm upset. If it is my guy, I'll keep watching.
My guy.
My
Hey,
guy.
it's my guy, guy.
It's my guy. So far, my guy's been sucking.
Yep.
You're the only guys with the winner circle.
My guy's in second.
No,
Odie.
Odie's in second.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think so. I think Odie's in
No,
second place.
no, he's not.
Let me see if I can find the right fast.
It can't be.
Where's
Yeah, I think
Where's
Odie's
this
in
guy getting
second.
information?
He was in second before this last round.
where is it? I could have sworn it was here. I'm on the front page for crying out loud.
I don't know.
Standings. Pro current standings. Here we go. Okay. First place, James Dean. Second, Odie. Third,
you're right.
Hiroya Minoa.
Yep,
Yeah. Well, I lose on this one then.
it's okay.
My Connor Shanahan has let me
He
down.
was doing really good in the beginning.
Yeah, well,
But Dean, I don't think he can possibly lose right now, right? I think he could just sit out the rest of the season and still win.
No, it's
How many points is he up? 200?
let's see. Where is it?
You were just there, no?
Yeah, it was. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a good amount. Right now, Dean is at 496 and Odie's at 392.
So he could sit out one round if he wanted to.
Possibly.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think he'll
insane.
want to, though. But
Yeah. Isn't he in first place? Is he at first place in Drift Masters also?
Dean, yes.
I was saying this last. He could be the first drifter to win two
Both
championships in the same year.
2 world championships.
Right, two world
pretty much.
championships in the same year.
Yeah.
And that's literally the world champion.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, except for Japan.
well, yeah, but
Yeah, Japanese.
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay. Tim, anything else you want to add before we move over to your Facebook segment?
No, Paul.
No, I think I explained what I was trying to.
Oh, you explained
Yeah,
it pretty
I think
well.
everybody, you've been heard.
I've been heard.
You've been heard.
Been heard.
Yeah, they don't listen to you.
Okay. All right. Timmy, you want to go ahead and start?
All right, so this is going to be Tim's top 5 Marcus Plates picks. The theme here is Initial D.
Initial D.
Oh.
Are you in the market for collecting and possibly recreating all of, well, not all, but the top, my favorite 5 Initial D characters, cars? Well, if you have the money, how much will it cost? And if you could only buy one, which one would you buy?
Initial D.
So let me know when it's
cars.
queued up.
So a Skyline and
Well,
an FC.
So
and
I
an
started
FD.
with the key characters, Takumi, Iggy, Cole, the guy that and whatchamacallit, Akina Speed Stars,
Yeah.
at the gas station. So I picked up them, and of course,
He's got a coupe.
huh?
He's got a coupe, right?
Yeah. It's just like a
S13
Salady
coupe,
kind of
yeah.
looking thing. Well, no, Salady is
No, it's a
flip lights.
Sylvia.
Yeah, Sylvia. And then of course I got the brothers Rai and Casey. KT,
The FC and
the
FD.
FC and FD. And then I picked the only car that. Well, we'll just go through. You'll see what I picked. Okay, so obviously, is it up now?
Now it is.
Okay, so it's a 1987 Mazda RX-7 Turbo 2, $23,000. I know it's not white. It was hard to find one that was in good condition white, but you gotta look at the pictures of this one.
Okay.
This thing is mint. It really is beautiful. $23,000 is a lot of money, but I think it has. I don't like the louvers.
I like the louvers.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but look at the inside.
Man.
The inside is super clean, and you can't see here, but it's like 26,000 original miles.
I miss mine.
Look
man.
how clean that engine bay is.
That is
Jeez.
clean, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're looking for that
Oh.
Reds, yeah. Well, the guy did say that it was parked in storage, and it's got a lot of tiny little nicks. I think it was like almost like a barn find,
Okay.
because he talks about it when you go to the seller's description. He kind of talks about it as if it was stored and he wasn't the one that was storing it. So basically, I was planning to build this car, but it's far too special with how original it is. The engine bay is untouched. The interior is immaculate. And yes, the miles are original, which was 28,000 miles. The only negative with this car is it appears as if it was stored in a tight garage, as there are quite a few little nicks and dings. The interior engine, underside, confirm the mileage being accurate with flying colors. Runs and drives beautifully, but I have not taken it any. What do you say? I have not taken it anywhere far, as mostly sits in my climate controlled collection in the past 2 years. It's a beautiful.
It's
it is
LZ.
Huh?
This is LZ's place.
No, it says it's in Miami.
Yeah,
No,
that's LZ's place.
go down.
I mean, it could be.
No, it is LZ's
Is it
place.
go? I didn't realize the
No.
buyer.
Can you close that?
I'm trying. Oh,
There it is. Yeah, that's.
Oh
yeah, it is.
That is
look
LZ's.
at this.
It is,
Wow.
yeah.
That's LZ's
Okay,
place.
I believe it.
Is
Yeah.
that Chelsea?
I don't know. It didn't. Good question. I didn't even pick up on that where it was.
It's LZ.
Because it said, oh yeah. So I read it really quick, the MI, and I just automatically thought Miami.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, it's Mims.
Mims, yeah. I don't see any tire shred marks though.
No, that's his place. That's the.
Well, that is a mint Turbo 2.
Huh.
So that's one option.
I mean, Chelsea would have that, I would assume, but maybe not.
I don't know, but it's a beautiful looking car. All right. So next one. You get to look at each one, and you could pick which one you'd like. I'd like all of the cars that are on this list.
That's the one I'd pick right now.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that one,
I loved mine, but
except for the holes in the floor.
yeah, I just didn't like that.
Okay, so the next one, I
Hang
picked
on.
this one
Hang on.
because this is the only car that beat Takumi.
Okay. All right.
Of course, Takumi blew his engine, if you've seen that episode, right?
Yeah. I have.
But it was part of the Emperor's, right? It is a
The
Evo. Yeah. Well, I don't know if was that an
I didn't
Evo?
even think about
was it?
Evo.
It was an Evo 4 or was it an Evo? 5?
I don't remember.
But I know it was an Evo 4, Evo 5.
It had to be an Evo.
Yeah, it was definitely an Evo. So let's play it. You got the video? Press the sound. I love that car. I really do.
I don't know how they are to drive. I mean, it's a Mirage.
Yeah, it is.
It looks like a Mirage, but it's definitely
It is a Mirage.
It definitely drives better than
that
Mirage.
year was a Mirage. It was a kitted out Mirage.
No, well, not for us. We didn't get that car, so that I still think it's a beautiful car. But it's a 1996 Mitsubishi Evo 4 GSR. It's a
No, but that was
it is
a Mirage.
nice.
It was a Mirage.
Well,
shell.
for us, it was a Mirage.
Yeah, I know,
It
but
wasn't
I'm
called a
just
Mirage over there.
no. What I'm saying, it's
Yeah,
still a Mirage.
Whatever.
I think that's how they
The
came,
interior,
right?
I
It's
guess
that,
I don't know.
The Recaro didn't Recaro do that kind of stitching, or was that maybe
I
after?
have
No,
no
yeah,
idea if it's
Recaro.
Recaro, yeah.
It's a nice car. It's definitely one of my favorite cars. It's 59,000 miles.
Oh wow,
Hey, okay.
that sells
buddy.
it for me
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
it.
Yeah, you
That's
guys like-
freaking baller.
Yeah.
That's Japanese radio.
As long as it talks to me in Japanese, this is the deal.
That's a deal. That's a deal. Okay, all right. So
Okay. Showing you
looking at-
the
yeah.
valve cover there. You know, the interior side of it. All right.
nice,
4G63.
4G, yeah, 4G, iconic.
Okay. Don't see a lot of rust under there.
Yeah, no, it looks in pretty good shape. Looks like the original exhaust for the most part.
Oh, well,
Little bit of rust in there, yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna rust.
But at least it has all the pictures, so you can see underneath it and everything. Okay,
Alright,
so
and now we're
what's
back
the
in.
price again on this?
The price is. Hang on.
$34,000.
$59,000.
$35,000.
59,000.
So
miles.
the description: open to negotiate. This is a mint condition 1996 Evo 4 GSR with an excellent car VX. I guess VIN. Know what they're saying? Japanese Carfax. Okay. No rust, accidents, never modified. It has a Rally Art OZ option rims and a premium sound system. Alpine mobile media station, radio, JBL amplifier, MB cord, blah blah. Japanese trip computer. That's what I guess that was what we're looking at.
No.
Car has been factory maintained with all the records, and it is out of Lake Mary. Are you a fan of the Evos?
Not really.
Not really.
No.
I did, like, Rally Art and that specific car, but I don't think I would take it over the FC.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, next one. So we had the FC, the Evo 4. Which I always like the Evos. Always.
Yeah, you always wanted an Evo.
Yeah. I just love the way they sound. Okay. Here we go. I don't know if that's a video. No, it's not a video. I think that's just a screenshot, right? Oh, no, it's a video. Okay, here we go.
All right.
You have to play a sound. There you go, Paul.
What is it? Oh, an FT. So I don't like FTs.
Really? I'm shocked.
Because one of our friends had an FT, and I got to kind of like
Oh, that's true.
kind of hang out with it, and
Right.
get to know it. It's just a piece of junk inside. Like I owned an FC and drove it daily, and the FC interior is way, way, way better.
Weren't you more comfortable in the FC?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
compared to the
Wait,
FD.
those FDs are small. Even for me, like,
FD is super tiny.
Uh-huh.
It's not even like like I said again. The interior quality, everything on the FC was built like quality from what I thought. That thing, I mean, as soon as he bought it, stuff started breaking off of it. Like,
Yeah, I've heard about that.
it was just, and that gauge cluster was a nightmare, and Everything about it is the door panels are cracking. Everything.
Remember
was
the
cracking.
year by some chance? That your friend,
We had them right next to each other. We had my old FC.
I understand that, Paul.
It was a 97, I think. I wanna
97?
say-
Yeah, I don't
wanna
remember.
say-
Oh, so it was right hand drive?
No. It was left. It was bought.
No,
purchased from
no.
Pettit.
So it had to be like 93, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
93,
saying.
yeah, no,
because
it was
that was 93 if I
93
recall
was the
correctly,
end,
the
was the
first
end.
year, and the last year was 95.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was definitely.
It was left-hand drive.
It was purchased
Okay.
from Pettit Racing.
Okay,
it was a
so
Pettit
it was-
racing car.
So it was 93 year model.
Had to be
perhaps?
something
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah,
there.
because I remember like the 93s were perhaps the worst in regards to the interior
The
quality.
plastics. Yeah, it could have
Everything
been.
was cracking on it.
Yeah, everything was cracked.
Everything is. He
So
still
fans
has
could-
it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. But anyhow, so
Going back
let's
to
go
this.
through the pictures. So the advantage with this one, if you're really looking to have
Ooh.
that initial D flavor car with very not
got the
having to
yellow.
change much, only thing you really would have to do is change the wheels. Otherwise, you're getting the yellow,
And the engine
the,
at some
the
point.
iconic yellow, and you're
You
getting
got that cool little whatever the heck Super AFC thing over there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful looking car.
Yeah.
I
On
think
the,
it's,
no, I think FD's on the outside, one of the best looking cars that you can buy.
yeah.
But you got to deal with a couple
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I think he's looking for like $50,000 for this car, but he says more of a feeler post.
Oh yeah, it is.
1997 Mazda RX-7 Type RSR 30th Anniversary Edition. Clean title, 50,000 miles, only 250 ever made, and only available in the Japanese market. So it's got a whole bunch. I'm not going to go through all the mods, but look, it's got a lot of stuff. Drivetrain, exterior, interior, all done. Said, I'm sure there's some I've forgotten, but that's what I can remember off the top of my head. Tons of money invested to make this the perfect OEM plus street FDs. All the hard work is already done. Car's 100% reliable, done multiple long drives without a single hiccup. I don't think there are many FDs as well sorted. And I will say that I was looking at a lot of FDs, and this was probably one of the cleanest FDs that I saw.
Was it?
And it was yellow, so I figured it matches the initial D theme.
Yeah.
So this would be one that you wouldn't have to paint. You could basically change the wheels.
There's one thing I about FDs. I love FDs with nothing on them. Like I
So
don't
you don't
like
like the aero kit.
the arrow. I would take the like FDs with nothing, like none of the arrow. Oh, they look great.
Yeah.
And
Just like an MX-6.
MX-6. No, I like.
me wrong.
Why'd you
Tell
go
me
there?
wrong.
Why'd
Tell me
you
I'm
go
wrong.
there?
Tell me I'm
Can't
wrong.
believe
With no
that.
body kit, they look pretty close to an
Close to what?
MX-6.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought you were gonna reach further with by throwing the MX-3 on there.
No. I mean, yeah, maybe.
No.
I don't know. Anyhow,
No.
all right. Next one. So far we've had the FC, you've had the Emperor's Evo, and now we have Kasky's FD. And let's see what we got next here
Hang
is 1992 Nissan Silvia, $33,000. Kind of pricey for a Nissan 240, basically, but
yeah,
it is an iconic car. And if you are trying to collect all of the initial D vehicles, this is a pretty good candidate, in my opinion.
well,
work
hang on,
mysteries.
it's already off to a bad start with this.
Oh yeah. What the
no,
heck?
I don't think it's automatic transmission. I think he just forgot to select the.
Oh, okay.
could've sworn
All
I
right, let's
looked-
go to the photos. Then.
Yeah, go through the photos because I could have sworn I looked and I saw a stick shift in there. But
I like the wheels.
Yeah, the wheels are nice. I mean, the car's pretty clean. Carbon fiber trunk. I think it's very clean. No crazy body kit. Very simple. Clean paint. We'll probably redo the hood. Engine bay looks really nice.
So nice.
So
Oh, yeah, okay.
that's what
All
I
right,
said. He
all
selected
right,
it on.
okay.
Yeah, but a very clean interior. Very clean interior. So I thought this was a good candidate for one that wants to collect the cars from Initial D. So let's hear. 1992 Nissan Silvia right-hand drive, cleanest Silvia I have ever seen from Japan. Title on hand, 128,000 kilometers, which is only 79,000 miles.
dash.
Huh?
S15 dash. He says S15 dash.
Yeah, he does say S15.
Go back to the dash.
Yeah.
Because the
Absolute-
S15 dash was.
Maybe he's talking about the cluster or the whole dash itself. Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah, it
definitely
is.
not.
That's
Wow, that's
15
actually
dash.
really clean.
Yeah.
Real, that's pretty nice. Props to that. Let's see here. What does he say? He's absolutely no cracks. Never been in an accident. No rust. Garage kept its whole life. Private collection showroom. Barrett Jackson ready. I don't know
watch
about
out.
that.
I don't know about Bear Jackson.
yeah.
Bear Jackson. What's this?
This is the real thing.
What's this piece of junk?
Carbon fiber parts. Autech SR20 swap. I don't know much about the Nissan SR20s.
Yeah, I
what is
know
that?
that's. Yeah, I could see how that's pretty rare.
Okay, so runs absolutely perfect. All parts from Japan. Everything works flawless. Ice cold AC. You can daily the car. Super clean. Candy blue metallic paint job. Workmeister wheels. Carbon fiber hood. Carbon fiber trunk. Buddy Club coils. Motor is mint. Transmission shifts flawlessly in every gear. Clutch is perfect. Alignment is straight as an arrow. Tires have 90% tread on them. Brakes are from a Skyline, so it's got a brake upgrade. Always kept indoors, so hopefully it doesn't have much. The plastic should be in pretty good shape.
Honestly, any change to the brakes is an upgrade because
Yeah.
the factory brakes were just horrible.
So you're not really a big Nissan fan, but you see yourself driving this?
No.
No, I would.
So
I
you know
would
we
buy
got
an
to talk.
R30.
We have one more topic I want to talk about just
Oh,
briefly,
gosh.
just to tag on this. It's about Toyota and Nissan in the world of racing in Japan and how Nissan dominates. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to the next one. It's unfortunate.
Wait. So we're done with this one?
We're done with this one. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's a nice, beautiful.
Paul, any
car.
other comments on this?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I
pretty
would
clean.
buy. I would R32. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I can
R32
only pick
would-
5, so I tried to stick to the 5.
R32 would be my pick over that.
Yeah. And R32, the all black R32 was pretty popular too in Initial D, especially first and second season.
Okay, this is already starting off with pretty bad. But okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, this is what they did. but when-
Hatchback.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's what I'm.
Yeah. You put your hash. You put your hash in the back.
Hatchback.
I know you guys like this, but you know, Port St. Lucie, you got to give it up to them.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yep. Well, okay, so let's go ahead. It's a 1986 Toyota Corolla, hash in the back, $23,000, which I think is, when you see the car, I think it's a pretty good deal. So is this a
Okay.
video? I think
All
this is a
right.
video.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
it
play
is.
a video,
Okay.
play the audio.
Okay. hang on,
Really
there's
clean
music.
paint. I don't like the wheels.
Well, those are like XXRs, right, or something.
Yeah,
Like,
something like XXRs, but it's a very good looking. Of course, Puerto Ricans got to have those cars. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of a given. If it's not from Japan, it's from Puerto Rico. Now, I couldn't find one that was in any decent shape that was right-hand drive.
Okay.
So this is an American version, but it's pretty clean. When you start going through
Yeah,
the
that
pictures,
paint
you'll
is
see.
nice.
It is a nice paint job. Of course, you would have to, if you're really trying to go for the real Initial D look, you'd have to change the color. But this is a solid platform. $23,000, which I don't think is too bad.
Wow.
that's a
look at that.
4GA.
Yeah, tricked out engine there. It's got all kinds of fancy dancy stuff. Very beautiful on the outside, though. I'll tell you, very clean on the outside. Engine bay looks good. This would be your Takumi pick, right? Now,
Yeah.
like I said, you have to change the color, but it is. Look how clean the interior is.
Oh wow,
It is a really clean interior.
Yeah.
like the wheel.
I will
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah, I thought it was a very good candidate if you're trying to complete your Initial D collection. This you'd have to do a wrap, right? And
Not
then
entirely a fan of the steering wheel.
no,
unfortunately.
not really too much a fan. I don't think it really goes with the rest of the theme of the car. But Paul, you've always been a lover of these cars,
yeah,
right?
I would love to have.
That's
a,
when you know you
hatch.
get excited. That's what happens. Right when you bring the car home, you just get, whoa.
Yeah. Okay. All right, that's it. All right. here
All
we
right,
go.
so yeah, leave it on the engine because I think the engine looks pretty good. Let's see here. Clean title, 1986 Toyota Corolla GTS twin cam, mileage 150,000 miles, rebuilt motor. What?
No, you lost me. No air conditioning. What
Oh,
the
hold
hell?
on. It said
Why would you
the head
do
was
that?
shaved. Head was shaved 10,000.
Wait, where do you see no air
10,000s.
10. Oh, that's
Oh,
thousands.
gosh.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, it has a 305 cam because should be in Miami.
Miami.
305. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
why?
Dolly!
No coilover. Okay. Has catalytic converter. I guess that's important. Has adjustable cam gears,
Yes,
apex
cam
controller,
converter.
MSD ignition. Yeah, they got to work on their descriptions. No air conditioning. Built for racing. So, okay, air conditioning, definitely a downside. Comes with extra parts, left front door with glass, front and back fenders, extra hood, and more. Some normal wear and tear, garage kept. I mean, it's pretty clean, though.
It's clean, but there's a couple of huge negatives.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
Okay, one, it's a hash.
Yeah, well,
All right.
you can bring your hash.
Two, no air
Right.
conditioning.
Okay.
I don't understand how this car is even like. That's probably why he's trying to get rid of it.
because
it doesn't have air conditioning.
Yeah.
And he can't work around to
gotta
get the
remember-
AC back in.
You gotta remember that 305 camshaft with no coilover.
Yo. Okay, so no AC. That's one wrong. What's
Yeah.
one negative? What's another negative?
I don't see any mention of the panhandle bar. So
Oh.
that's another negative with the
yeah,
the
the-
solid
Well,
edge.
so
It does say and more.
Oh, okay, all right.
So maybe there's a panhandle
Panhandler
bar.
bar is
Yeah.
probably in there.
Yes.
Or maybe it comes with, it says that comes with extra parts. Maybe there's an extra panhandle bar laying around.
Yeah.
Okay, so potentially no panhandle bar, no AC.
Yeah.
You didn't like the steering wheel.
Yeah, I didn't like the steering wheel.
Okay, so that's three
I don't like
negatives.
that.
What else?
Let's see.
Color
Let me
was
go-
nice. Interior looked pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. I will
I think the
concede to
paint-
that.
I think the paint sold you a little too much.
But it's
Not
no,
really.
but even it's a good looking car. I mean, look at the interior; it's clean.
No, I think the interior is good. I think everything's good. I think it's a $13,000 car or a $15,000 car.
Not in today's market.
I don't
Yeah,
think it's,
unfortunately, yeah.
I don't
Not
think
today's
it's
market. What year is it again?
86.
Oh, is it an 86? Okay, yeah.
that's
So
what it
86.
says.
So that car is what, like 20 to 40, almost 40 years old, 38 years old.
Yeah, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah. It's a beautiful car. I mean, it looks good. The wheels,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, I would probably say this is probably like around maybe 15, 16,000. I don't think it's worth 23,000. I think that's what they're asking for. So if you had to purchase one of these vehicles on this list, Ben, which one would you pick?
Man, that's a tough one. Because remind me again, we had the
FC.
Sylvia.
We had a very clean FC.
FC.
Minty from Adam LZ. FC from Adam LZ, most likely. Not confirmed, but potentially.
Yeah.
Then we had an FD that was pretty clean. We had an Evo, Mitsubishi Evo. And then we had a Corolla and the Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Sylvia, that's what you're going with?
No. Shut up. Golly. What the heck?
Okay, so we already know it's not the Sylvia.
Yeah.
You are a fan of the all-wheel drive, aren't you?
Yeah, I am a fan of that. I just, I'm not, never been a particular fan of,
Evo?
Mitsubishis. Because of Mickey Bitchy.
Oh,
Because of
okay.
all of the problems that they have.
Okay,
Mitsubishi.
so those,
Yeah,
those two
Mitsubishi.
are out. So Nissan's
Yeah.
out, Mitsubishi's out.
You know, I gotta tell you though, I am a big fan of the FDs because I got to drive one slide one, and I immediately fell in love with it.
Okay.
And I've always been a fan of the exterior of it and the lines, and like Paul was saying that, just the natural body itself, it's just great, and it's one of those few cars that really the design of it is so good that
You're ruining it by
Yeah.
doing anything to it.
yeah, exactly.
And I don't feel that way about many cars, but that was the one that if you buy it in black,
Just leave it alone.
Just
Lower it and leave it alone.
well, I mean, just put a nice good wheels on it, and I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay, so you'd go with the FD.
Oh no, I wouldn't.
Oh no, you went. Okay, so which one? Would you
Yeah,
you like talking
I'm,
about
I'm
the
sorry.
build-up?
I'm sorry because it's one of those. It's like the FD's a runner up, and I'll go with the Corolla.
Okay, Corolla, typical. Figure.
Yeah, exactly.
And Paul, you're going with the FC.
Yeah, I'll go with the FC.
Yeah, I think out of all those, I would go with the Evo.
Yeah,
I've always wanted an Evo.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I've always
That's a
wanted one.
surprise.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about
He
that
used
car.
to have a bunch of.
I had a
Clipses.
DSM.
You had a bunch of Clipses.
Really? I didn't know that.
No, I didn't have a bunch of. I had a.
You had one. You
I had
had
one.
one.
I had a Talon. I had a TSI all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
I love that car. The car is great. Just I had my son was young. It really wasn't a good family vehicle.
Yeah. Try to trade it in. They gave him $300
Yeah, they want to give me $300 for it on trade-in. I sold it for like
for an Echo.
yeah. Trying to do the thing, family. I had a kid. I had to trying to do the responsible
For an
thing.
Echo.
Yeah, if I had the money, if I'd still have that, I mean, if I would have had the money and the ability to work at a place to work on it, I would still have that car. I really did enjoy that car. It was fast.
I mean, not even like for a Corolla, you have to go down to an Echo.
I couldn't afford
Yeah,
the Corolla.
it was
I did. I was.
Okay,
Man,
all right.
I've been
Tough
through
time,
some
rough
hard times, man.
Okay,
I've been
all
through
right,
some
all
hard
right.
times. Been through some rough times. my
Wow.
man. Yeah. So anyhow, so that was my Facebook Marketplace picks. We all walked away with a beautiful car. Congratulations on your purchase. And next time I'll have something different for you. But I did
Yeah.
want to. I started doing some Nissan versus history like research, and
Oh, boy,
man,
here we go.
Toyota had a really rough time. And you know what I found interesting is until they did the 503E. And they
you
put
gonna
that
have
in a Supra.
You didn't put a
did-
presentation for this?
No. 'Cause- no, but, I was just doing something. I was just watching it, but I was interesting to find that the Supra, the Toyota just couldn't, no matter what they did. They were using American V8s, still could not compete with Nissan for like what until the late 90s. And it was only because they used it, from what I understand, maybe I'm wrong, the 503E was not a Japanese engineered engine, and that's why they didn't want to replace the 1J, because the 1J and the 2Js kept breaking down. The 2Js kept breaking down, and they were heavy. They could not beat the GTRs. Like the GTRs just ruled the scene for a long time, and then when they brought the 503E, as privateers were bringing them in, they realized Toyota finally said, "Okay, we'll use it." And I think it was it Millen? I think was part of the development of that engine. Rod Millen.
Okay,
It was a 4-cylinder.
I'll let you
600
finish.
horsepower.
All right, okay, I'll let you finish.
No,
Go
but
ahead.
I'm correct. I'm not sure.
Well, my question to you is that what race series are you
That was
referring
the spec, the Toyota spec. What was the spec? No, it was. Oh yeah, it was a bunch of different racing. It wasn't just one series, because back when they had the Toyota 2000, and Nissan was just. Toyota was trying to copy Nissan, do what Nissan could do, but road racing in Japan was dominated mostly, maybe until McLaren started stepping into the ring and Porsche started stepping into the ring. Toyota couldn't touch them.
Okay, my memory on this is horrible, but I'm going to try to scrounge up whatever I can. So whatever information, my apologies if it's incorrect. Anybody, please feel free in the comments afterwards to correct me on this. But from what I recall, that yes, during the early 90s and mid-90s.
70s and 80s as well.
Okay. I'm just referring
Just
to
saying.
The
Long
510.
time.
90s. I'm just referring to that. Is that yes, correct. The Nissan with the GTR, they were absolutely dominant, especially when it came down to the JGTC series in Japan. That
Right.
was their like premier series.
Okay.
It wasn't until Toyota came out with the 3S GTE powered Toyota Supra, and notably the Tom's Toyota Supra.
Yeah, but it still wasn't winning championships. They won one championship the first year, and Nissan dominated the series in general.
Yeah, I'm just saying that
Right.
it wasn't until the Tom's Toyota Supra came about where I guess you could say the GTR finally was dethroned, or their I guess you could say their competitive advantage was actually sort of was actually being challenged, I guess you can say. But the 503E didn't really, if I recall correctly, didn't make an appearance in the JGTC series.
No, I don't think it
JGTC
did.
series before now is known as the Super GT series.
Right.
And Toyota, obviously, like you mentioned, the 2JZ was just too heavy, especially for the amount of power that they were running. And this was a 500 horsepower class. So
But
they utilized...
The
go ahead.
GTR was using an RB. Is the RB that much lighter than the
Yes,
JZ?
exactly. It was.
Okay.
But I guess Toyota realized that it's like, oh, we can make this engine will work out much better. And yeah, and then there was that. The 503E, I don't recall what other series was being utilized, but I think, and I could be wrong, but the one notable series that the 503E was used in was Rod Millen's Toyota Tacoma Pikes Peak car.
Yes, Pikes Peak car. Yes.
Yeah,
It was the Pikes Peak
that
car.
was and then that held the record for a good amount of time.
Yeah, for like 20 years or something like that. Something ridiculous. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah, it was something like that. But I will admit, yes, that Nissan has had a rich history in regards to successful championships in many race series. But that's not to say that Toyota hasn't had its own set of accolades as well.
well, it's not even accolades. It's Nissan has totally dominated Toyota. They have overall. If you look at the
Not-
history of racing
Oh, well,
and
not,
wins and championships, Nissan.
well, but it depends on what you're
What-
looking at.
what
so, like
day-
for instance,
what day of-
okay, look at WRC. Nissan has had no impact whatsoever when it comes down to WRC.
Okay.
All right. Toyota has had a long, rich history in WRC and wins with right now, recently, the Kale Rapinpera. I'm butchering his name.
Yeah, that's fine.
That kid. And then, of course, Carlos Sainz.
Okay.
Back with the Celica and the Corolla. So there's that. The only other manufacturer to win Le Mans. I mean, Nissan tried, failed miserably. I'm sorry, but it was
They're
embarrassing.
too busy winning the other events. Just saying.
I know.
Yeah,
But it was embarrassing. Absolutely
I
embarrassing
know
when
Toyota was
Nissan.
throwing so much money in it that he couldn't take out the Nissan GTR. I mean, there was a period where Toyota just couldn't win anything.
No, I'm hang on. Let me just finish my thought.
Okay.
That it was absolutely embarrassing what Nissan brought to the table when it came down to Le Mans. The last time they were Le Mans. They brought
Are you talking about recently?
Huh?
Recently?
I'd say like 5-10 years ago.
Okay.
The last time that
Oh, so
Nissan was in
more
Le Mans.
current. Yeah, I'm more talking about like the more the foundation years of racing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But it was embarrassing what they did. They brought out a front engine, front wheel drive car where they try to basically justify like,
Well, they probably got tired of winning. It was like, I'm just
No.
he's almost like a Dolphins fan. We're going to the
Dolphins.
championship this year.
no, it was an embarrassment. I'm sorry. It was
probably
it
was,
was
yeah.
a poor excuse of just reasoning.
I was really looking into the
ridiculous.
history of racing,
Like
and
the
how-
overall history.
the history, like the foundation of how the racing in Japan started and how it evolved into what it is today. During those years of evolution in racing in Japan,
Yeah.
Nissan was like the king, really, at that time. Now later on, when you started bringing the McLaren in and Porsche started coming in, started evening the field a little bit, but it still took Toyota a while to catch up.
Yeah.
And now
I believe it.
Yeah, now they're doing great.
I mean, unfortunately I haven't looked at the history to see exactly whether I could disprove any of your statements, but I'm well aware of Nissan's accomplishments.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm also aware of their disappointments.
Yes.
And there, if it's
but
been,
you got to be aware of Toyota's disappointments as well.
oh, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, who can forget about
Right
the
now.
Yeah, 7M
The
GT.
millions of Tundra engines that are getting ripped out.
Oh
yeah.
There's
And how
that.
many people have died because of Toyota? The Lexus, the gas pedal was sticking.
You know, hang on.
The
that's
seatbelt
BS.
recall.
That's personal.
That's
That's
BS.
personal.
I'm just saying.
That's BS.
The seatbelt recalls. I
That's
mean,
BS.
they were actually saying that I think the statistic was like 65 people died due to airbags not deploying. Takata.
Hang on.
The Takata airbags. I'm just saying. It's a deadly car. Mind you, my wife drives a Lexus. Oh, he's gonna debunk the gas pedal.
I'm not gonna
He's
debunk you.
gonna debunk the gas pedal.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and add something to your statement because, yeah, there's been many instances where people have said like, "Oh, Toyota's been a part of like there's been a Toyota war." I don't know if you heard of that one.
No, but I when I was researching this, I just saw a lot of news clips. It was like Toyota's recalling 50,000 vehicles, 1 million Tundras or something, replacing the engines.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coughlin? Remember Coughlin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He works for Toyota, and he's just got Tundra engines laying all over the place.
How much are they going for?
No, he's replacing them all.
I know, but what do you do with the old ones?
What do you mean? They
There's potential engine swaps. I mean, you could build those suckers. No, just saying.
no,
Free
they
engines.
got metal in the bearings.
Oh, well, you
That's why that's replacing them.
Okay, what is
Okay.
this?
So hang on, I just want to.
Oh,
Let me cut to
hydrogen-
this
into a hydrogen
So
bomb.
you were talking about this, like you were talking about like, oh, Toyota's doing, and I saw this and I was like, what are the odds that like you're trying to rag on Toyota and
my
it just so
God.
happens that this pops up?
Your
Wow.
Canadian
So-
forces are using Toyota Mirais as hydrogen bombs?
Bomb?
Yes.
Wow, by Ukrainian force explode with the force of 400 pounds of TNT.
Well, you can get it.
Well, I think isn't like the Toyota
The
Tacoma like the #1 choice for Afghan raiders with
No,
machine guns in the back?
That's the Hilux.
Oh, the Hilux, right? Toyota Hilux.
Yeah, and it got so bad at one point that in the whole separate war that it was labeled the Toyota War because it was just all these Hiluxes
Right.
being utilized from the opposing forces to battle against one
Man,
another.
what a great commercial that could be. Somebody's if you're good at editing, you're really missing your calling to make that a
But you
commercial.
were talking about how like Toyota's involved with
killing
with people and
Yeah,
and
death.
it just so happens that this pops up and I'm like, what are the freaking odds?
So
So these Mirais, though, just let me get you a little information. These Mirais, like right now, you get $30,000 off the sticker price.
What is a Mirai? I don't even
It's
know
a
what
it's a hydrogen car.
wow.
They sell them in California.
Remember I told you about
Yeah,
how
that's right. Yeah, I didn't know
the
they were
Mirais-
for sale though. Oh yeah,
yeah,
but they
so-
were doing so bad. That's right, because there's nowhere to get the hydrogen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing
exactly.
so bad. That's why they're giving $30,000 off.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, it might even be more, Paul, because when I was there, I just saw like advertisers
did?
talking about like,
really?
oh, get a Mirai for 50% off.
50%
the
off.
price,
Good
yeah.
car. Is it a
50%
nice
off.
looking car?
It's
You
decent.
swap the engine.
It's got a hydrogen bomb inside.
Well, yeah, you sell that to Ukraine, and then you swap the motor. You use the money you
Swap
sold
the
the
motor.
hydrogen.
There's no motor.
No, you buy the car new,
Yeah, I got
you
you.
sell the-
There's no motor.
but there's no engine.
No,
How does it?
it's an electric car.
So there's electric motors.
Yes.
All right, but sell the hydrogen fueling system to Ukraine so
For
they
anyone
can turn it
wondering,
into a bomb.
there's a vehicle we're talking about here.
Oh, okay. So you sell the hydrogen components to Ukraine to fund 2J swap. Interesting.
Yeah, you see, you got the cell down here.
I see.
So they just basically just grab that.
Oh, there's 3 cells.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Yeah. So they just grab that, and then the Ukraine just
Wow. Okay. So you kind of just like fueling the fire, almost literally.
I well, I mean, I want, like I said, I'm willing to concede when
Okay.
when I see something that
To
is
tell you the death tolls are rising. Yes, Toyota.
for good and bad, I guess, right?
Yeah. You looking to win a war? Toyota. Oh man.
That's pretty crazy.
Alrighty.
Well, we're about to wrap up, but before we do, I just wanted to hang on. What's this? Hang on. Boing, 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 boing. Here we go. I just want to go ahead and remind folks that 2 weeks from now we won't be here. We will be in the great
Bowling
state
Green.
of Kentucky
Kentucky.
for LS Fest East 2024, September 6th to the 8th. If you haven't done so already, I think at this point registration is closed. I don't even know, but definitely check it out. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. I can't wait. I've heard some rumblings of some individuals that are gonna be part of the competition, and it's gonna be hot.
Yes. Now I think John Temple might actually be there.
Oh,
He's trying to make it up there.
okay.
He's going to do the U.S. Drift Circuit this weekend, and he's
Okay.
going to try to get up to Bowling Green and do it the following weekend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
that's what I said. Definitely one of the best events on the Holly Ellis Fest tour.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely the biggest event on the Holly Ellis Fest tour. So if
Mm-hmm.
you're anywhere near Bowling Green, Kentucky, day or so drive, you definitely want to check it out.
Yeah. I mean, we have yet to even see everything. And we've been there, what, twice?
Yeah, twice. Well, if you count
Yeah, we count the
Ford-
Ford Fest.
Ford
and
Fest,
Oh, yeah.
it'll be
4 times.
4 times we've
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, that's how massive the place is, the venue and the scale of the whole event is. It's pretty wild. Absolutely wild. Anything that you're looking forward to, Tim, in particular?
just seeing everybody. Haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool to catch up. And hopefully we see some new drivers, meet some new drivers. Mm-hmm. And just look forward to the weekend. It's a good weekend.
Paul?
Me and Gabby are going to tour Nashville while we wait for Tim to
Oh,
arrive.
so you're not going to go to Bowling Green and come back? You're going to stay in Nashville?
Yeah, we're going to. Yeah,
Oh,
we're
okay.
I told you. I knew it.
Yeah, we're just
I
staying
told
in
him. He
Nashville.
when I talked to him, he's
We're
like,
going to
"Oh,
be there at 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's like it's freaking hell.
might as well just hang out. Yeah,
Yeah.
tour Nashville. Yeah, go sightseing.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, no, we're gonna go get the car and we're gonna eat.
Go to town.
I told we're gonna eat
breakfast,
breakfast,
lunch,
lunch,
and
and dinner.
We'll find a
That's
dinner
exactly
spot.
what I said. Oh man, that's
Go to
funny.
town, man. I don't understand, like...
No, we are. That's what we definitely.
Is that
are.
rain?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
rain.
Shoot.
Oh,
Yeah.
we might as well keep the show going.
Good.
Oh,
Keep it going.
man, this is just ridiculous. Well, whatever. I'm looking forward to the Holly Trolley.
Yep.
Okay, I'm still waiting to jump on board with that.
The
What the
flailing
wackly,
army.
wailing, flailing army?
Yeah, exactly. What Magnuson superchargers?
Gonna do.
What they're gonna come up with this year? I mean,
They should have instead of the wackily wailing and flailing arm man, they should have like a blow up slide and have the supercharger keeping the blow up slide.
Oh,
That would be a durability test, right?
That would be, yes.
You know, it'd be cool to see is if Alex showed up. Alex Honodale.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That would be really cool.
That would be interesting. Yeah. What particular LS powered vehicles or LS powered driven cars would you like to see?
Naren.
Aaron? Well, of course. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind of a
Aaron,
given. Yeah.
I really hope he shows up. Right there,
Luke Fink.
Yeah, Luke Fink.
Yeah.
Luke Fink. I want to see him out because he did really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'd be I think he'd be somebody that could possibly take out Naren. But I'll tell you, Ethan Parnell was doing excellent as well, but then he crashed.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he makes a comeback and tries to take out Naren. So Naren's got a target on his back. So now, what vehicle or contraption are we going to see with an LS in it this year?
Oh, yes. I saw an article the other day talking about that an airplane with an LS in it.
We did. Well, we saw one. There was
Yeah.
a prop plane. Yeah, prop plane, jet skis, airboats, just about every car you could think of. Jeep, I think we saw one. Tractors, golf carts. They need to have an LS-powered taxi garage cart.
Oh, my God.
That's
Yes.
the only thing I haven't seen.
Yes.
There you go. That's we got to tell.
gotta-
Taxi Garage.
Yeah,
to say,
taxi garage. You
gotta
gotta
do it
have
first.
an LS-powered taxi garage cart.
We gotta talk to Ryan Kaufman.
Yeah.
'Cause he's a fabricator. He's the one that's gonna like figure out all the maths.
Yeah, that's interesting. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
It is raining out there right now.
Yeah.
really raining.
Just my luck. Mm-hmm. Whoop-de-doo.
Well, what can you do?
Anywho, okay. Well, with that said, folks, want to thank you for tuning in. Like we mentioned already, we won't be here to do this show 2 weeks from now. We will be at LS Fest, and stay tuned to our social media channels and also to our YouTube for all of the live stream that's going to be taking place. Hopefully, we put on a good show for you to enjoy and watch. And you're not going to see any protests like Paul was mentioning, any protests or any sort of explanations. You're just going to see straight action from beginning to end. I'm telling you, it's one of the. You got to tune in because there's going to be so much action going so fast that you're just going to miss out on it.
Yeah.
And,
Just don't blink.
Yeah, exactly.
Tape your eyes open.
Be like
Do some crack.
like that. In any case, all right. So pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Take care and good night.
Well, it is really